Sports Update with Trust a Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trust a Trader professional.
Talk Sport.
Good afternoon, I'm Max Scott here with your sports headlines. Now, a lot's been made of England's development or lack of under Thomas Tuchel. Troy Deeney says the national side now remind him of a certain Premier League club.
We are weirdly becoming Arsenal, and what I mean by that is we're relying on corners, we're solid at the back, and we go wide and hope that someone can do something, special.
But Simon Jordan reckons there's been a massive overreaction to Tuchel's England and says we shouldn't care so much about mere qualifiers.
I'm more interested in what we do in tournament football. I'm more interested if Thomas Tuchel finds himself in a position that Gareth Southgate found himself in, which is engineering good outcomes that gets you to semi-finals or finals, what you do in that moment when the game needs to be won, lost and drawn. That's what Thomas Tuchel was here for, and the rest of it is background noise.
England's biggest test in this group is away in Serbia, live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Mark Gahey, who's managing a groin issue, has been in training in preparation for that game. On the topic of Gahey, talkSPORT understands Liverpool have no plans of bidding for him in January. Despite a deadline day medical ahead of a move from Palace, that deal fell through. We also believe Gahey has no intention of signing a new contract at Palace. More on the website at talksport.com. And Manchester City have reached a settlement with the Premier League in their latest legal challenge over sponsorship rules. This will now allow them to complete a highly lucrative long-term deal with Etihad Airways. As part of the agreement, City now accept the league's rules on sponsorships are valid and binding. This is not related to City's 115 charges. We're still waiting for a ruling on that historic case.
Talk Sport News.
The Home Secretary's thinking about suspending visa for countries that don't agree on a migrant returns deal with the UK. And Prince Harry's been paying his respects to the late Queen in Windsor. But will he see his dad?
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Come rain or shine, wherever and whenever suits you with our mobile tyre fitting service. Now that will have you driving away happy every time. Conditions apply.
Mostly dry this evening and overnight with showers largely confined to coastal areas.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and look who's alongside me wearing his PE kit for the day. It's Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
What's going on there? Oh, you put a jumper on there?
No, I'll tell you.
Okay, tell me in a minute. Right, Jingo, we've got a show for you this afternoon. On his 31st birthday, we'll be asking whether Bruno Fernandes gets the respect he deserves, and we'll ask whether he's United's best player of the post-Fergie era. Good question. We'll also look back at England's win just about over Andorra on Saturday. But did the Thomas Tuchel side do enough? Bentley's going to give us his top 10 British footballers of the 21st century. Good luck with that. And we want your best and worst forfeits. I'll explain why later on 03717 22 all of that. Plus, we'll bring you Bentley's EFL Corner on a busy old weekend of League 1 and 2 action. And we'll hear from former Premier League boss Sean Dyche Dyche. All that and more coming up in today's Drive Time show on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent alongside. You can get involved, be part of the show. Why not? 03717 22
Welcome to Drive. I'm Andy Goldstein.
Yeah, so am I. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, the lady who was stuck in a bit of traffic today, whose window was wound down, who bibbed me and went, "Oh, Andy, love the show." Lovely to speak to you again, and thank you for your kind words. How nice is that?
Beautiful, like that.
Do you know what? The recognition we get on our show is incredibly kind.
Lovely.
Really, really nice. Men and women and cats and dogs and kids. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I walked past a dog earlier and he barked. I went, yeah. He went, what's the show?
Okay.
Yeah, so
not one of yours, because yours don't exist anymore.
yeah.
Why you got a PE
why
tip?
are you starting that?
Why you got a PE tip on?
So obviously we know there's tube strikes.
Yeah.
So
by the way.
Killer, right? So I was I came down, played paddle earlier, but I had to kind of plan my route in. So what I did was I went to Luton, got the train for overground from Luton to London Bridge.
It's really exciting.
No, but if you're asking me about the top, and then got to London Bridge, and I had to find a line bike.
Yeah.
Which I literally like gold dust today.
No chance.
Right. So I found one and had to cycle to Battersea Power Station.
How far is that?
3-4 miles.
Okay, fine.
Right. So my normal t-shirt, which I was wearing because I was wearing these clothes, got dripping with sweat.
Okay.
So I had a spare PE top, as you call it, underneath. So I had to put this on. That's why.
Hell of a story. If we got time later on, Jack, will you remind me of that story now?
But you asked me. I'm sure it's not more exciting. I had to tell you.
Before we start today's show, right, I have to tell our listening millions around the world that I saw a movie over the weekend with one of your favourite actors of all time, Denzel Washington.
Yep.
What's it called? Like top to bottom or something?
Highest to lowest?
Highest to lowest. One of, if not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
It was terrible.
Right? It's 15 minutes was enough. It's so bad. Whoever arranged the music score, and by that I mean the music they play underneath, they've ruined that. It's bizarre. They're playing like music you get in like You've Got Mail.
No, but, I thought
like love story music.
Oh, I thought they were playing like 90s sitcom or game show like type.
Just appalling. It's so bad. I put a little thing up on Insta, and Jodie Morris DM'd me like a voice note saying, "Mate, it's the worst thing I've ever seen." And I was like, "Yeah, it's awful." And so I put, this is what I was going to ask you. I turned it off after 15 minutes, and Jodie said, "I've got this problem where I can't turn a movie off once I watch it. I have to watch it to the end." Do you have that?
Yeah, it depends with the actor. Sometimes, like someone like Denzel,
you watch to the end.
I have to stick with it. I've got to give him that respect. Stick with it.
So bad.
And not even just Denzel. I love Spike Lee, who directed it. I'm a big fan of this.
There were moments in the movie like someone would take a headband off, and take it off, and then you see it a minute later from another angle.
Yeah, it's.
What's all that? A car door shut. And then you see the same car door. And my phone's going nuts because people are listening and agreeing with me about how bad the movie is.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Awful film. Don't listen. If you've got an hour and a half spare, do something else.
No. But you know what? I watched quite a few films over the weekend, actually. So I watched.
Go on.
I watched that film, which I was very, very disappointed
Did you
with.
watch it to the end?
Yeah, I told you. And then,
Sorry, you just told me that, sorry. No, because you're right. No, that was a prime example of me not listening to you and I was looking at my phone.
Then I watched the new Superman. Oh, my goodness.
The dog.
With Crypto, it was terrible. And
Dog's called Crypto.
Yeah, and all he did was get beat up by everyone. It was so stupid.
It looked good, but no, it didn't put me off it now. No, it looked good on the trailer.
No, it didn't. It never looked good. No, there was no part of that film.
That must be tough for you.
Yeah, it's really tough. There's no part of that film where I thought, even in the trailer, I thought, oh, that bit excites me. Whereas when Henry Cavill was Superman and he did Man of Steel, there were parts in the trailer, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, pfft. But this one was...
Isn't that for you, your weekend? You've seen an awful Denzel movie.
Yeah, and an awful Superman.
God, don't get any better for you, does
it?
That's terrible.
Do you know what I bought, and I'll watch that probably tonight?
Go on.
28 Years Later.
Right, it was a zombie movie, yeah?
You've seen 28 Days Later, which was scary as anything. Yeah. Then 28 Weeks Later, which was scary. So I'm hoping this is good. No. 28 Days Later was horrible. It's got that
I don't like
Cillian Murphy in it.
I don't like from
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a fan of them. I'll tell you what I did watch. I mean, it's turned into a movie channel. Mad Men. I've just started watching that.
Oh my God, I've seen all of that. I've seen all of it.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
Good. Okay, glad.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, okay, amazing. I'm happy now.
Donald Draper. The main guy's called Draper, isn't he?
Yes, but he's an actor.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's an actor.
Is his name Donald Draper?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I watched that years ago.
Oh, good. Okay.
That is, and it's got Christina Hendricks in it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, good. You know, people can see that. So anyway, there's your movie chat. We've got a busy show a bit later on at 5. I know loads of you want to talk about how bad England was.
I thought it was decent.
Oh, shut up. I mean, we're going backwards. I'll give you my view, Bent will give you his, and we can get your view later on. From 5, our big hour on drive's always 5, so at 5 o'clock we're talking England. 03717223344. We're also talking about your worst forfeits. I don't know if you saw over the weekend, Bentley, Peter Crouch came out as a mascot. That was because he came, I think it was bottom of his fantasy football league thing he does with his mates. So we're asking people to phone up with their worst forfeits, not just fantasy football, your worst forfeits. So we've got lots coming on. All that plus we'll look ahead to England tomorrow if we can look ahead to that rubbish. But we're going to start with the Premier League sort of because it returns hurrah this weekend and we have a Manchester derby to look forward to. So on his 31st birthday is this man, the best Manchester United player of the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era.
A goal from the ages for Bruno Fernandes.
In all honesty, he's been a really terrific player for Man United.
Bruno Fernandes tries his goal! What an extraordinary goal from Bruno Fernandes!
He'd be the one that will be pulling people and talking to people.
And look, we criticise Bruno Fernandes a lot because he moans and he occasionally takes a tumble and he winds up opposition fans. But at least he looks like he cares.
Sometimes I will not score or not assist, but the most important for me is the performance will be good for the team.
Do John Hamm is
John
Hamm
Hamm
is Don Draper.
I saw a recent thing on Apple TV with John Hamm called like Friends and Neighbours.
Well, he's going around stealing all the good stuff.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Anyway, on the back of what we were just talking about, today marks Bruno Fernandes' 31st, but that's how you say it, his 31st birthday, which got us thinking, where does he rank when it comes to Manchester United's greatest players since Sir Alex Ferguson retired back in 2013? The Breakfast Show had their say this morning, and Super Ali McCoy was quick to defend the Man United superstar.
I don't get the criticism of him, really. I think it is over the top. Some of the stuff he does all the gestures, and that's a kind of a European thing, hands up in the air and all that stuff. But what really matters is his level of performance on the pitch, and I think over the period he's been very good.
I agree. I mean, most successful signing post Fergie?
Cool.
Got to be. I mean, it ain't going to be Anthony, Donny van der Beek, the return of Paul Pogba or Alexis Sanchez, is it?
No. And it is his birthday.
We'll give him that.
Well, Harry Maguire, you could argue as well.
And Amad Diallo as well as obviously been good.
I don't think you could put any of those players in that list. But we're not going to ask, is he the best signing since Sir Alex left? We're going to ask, is he the best player that's been at the club? Because there have been others since Sir Alex left. That was 2013. I do think that Bruno Fernandes gets nowhere near the respect he deserves. Let me give you some facts about Bruno, right? Because I think these are quite interesting. 294 appearances, 99 goals and 86 assists. That means in 2 of every 3 games he plays, he either scores a goal or makes one.
Yeah.
Think about that again. 2 out of every 3 is either scoring or making one. He created 138 more chances, not 138, 138 more chances than any other player since his Premier League debut. That's incredible. 183 more. He's on 512. Second is De Bruyne on 374.
I mean, they're both in their pomp. They're different leagues then too.
I'm not suggesting they're the same. I'm just giving you stats.
No, but who would you pick?
Let me just finish. Scored more goals, 63, and had more shots on target, 205, than any other midfielder since he joined the Premier League. So all I will say is, since he joined the Premier League, which is January 2020, no midfielder has been better. Let me just say that again. Since he joined Man United in 2020, no midfielder, you put anyone in that list, has been better. Now,
attacking midfielder.
Midfielder.
One midfielder won the Ballon d'Or. Okay, but who's been? But you said midfielder.
Rodri, okay.
You said midfielder.
I'm talking about goals and assists.
Okay, well that's different.
Okay.
You said midfielder.
Okay.
You said it.
Okay, no, fine. You're right. I did say it. Yeah. Let me reiterate it then. Since he joined Man United in January 2020, no attacking midfielder
has got better numbers than him.
Yeah. Now, you might not like him, and he might throw his arms up because he gets annoyed, and you might think he shouldn't be Man United's captain because he does that, which is ridiculous in my view. But if you're looking at someone that is the best in those 6 years, and you include everyone in the Premier League, he's top.
I get that.
Now,
but my only point with that.
Let me finish. One more sentence. Anyone that's top deserves copious amounts of respect. No, he doesn't get it.
My only thing with that, and listen, he's a very, very good player, right? But you've got to look at where your side's been, and he has been the shining light, right? So it's a little bit unfair to compare him, because if you're looking at them in their pomp, for me, De Bruyne is much better. And the reason why I say De Bruyne is because he did it in a team that was winning. So not potentially, because
everyone's talking about Gerrard.
He's playing a better team and the stand-up performer in the better team.
Yeah, but everyone was talking about Gerrard, how single-handedly he managed to pull Liverpool through that horrific period.
And look what they won in that period.
I know, but
what's Bruno in the same period? What's he won? Gerrard's winning Champions Leagues and things, putting people on his back. Cup finals,
I think
2 West Ham. Come on.
This fella's at the top of every single list.
I get that, and he has been fantastic. But what I'm saying to you is that, I think the theatrics annoys people, right?
Yeah. Some I like it.
Okay, yeah.
I want to see my. Roy Keane was a.
No, he wasn't theatrical. He wasn't waving his arms about.
He wasn't theatrical, but as a captain, he was always having a scream up. I want to see that in my captain.
Listen, he can walk away with his head held high and say that he do all he can. Bruno Fernandes for Man United, because since he's got there, he's been their best player. When he signed in 2020, he's been consistent. His numbers have been great. But I just think, I just believe they have been better. I think, as I said, Kevin De Bruyne.
Numbers haven't.
No, but maybe not. But then,
not maybe not. Not
okay. But then, if you want to start comparing like trophies,
no, I'm not.
They're the real real things that win.
It's easier to win trophies when you're in a better team, right?
Yeah, but it's not easy to be the best player in the best team.
No, it's easy to win trophies in a better team.
I get that, but my point is, De Bruyne for so long was one of the best, not the best player in the best team.
What Bruno was won in that poor run of, well, I was going to say over 10 years that we've had, right? He's won FA Cups.
Yeah.
He's won a League Cup. He's won Europa League.
Yeah. Should I read out? Do you want to read out
no point.
Gerrard's in a poor team? What he won.
Okay, if you want.
Okay, jump into
Yeah, I'd like you to actually.
Right.
Yeah, because apart from,
I'll start with the Champions League.
Okay, I'll give you that.
FA Cup.
Right. Well, I've just told you
2 in the final. Give me Bruno's goals in finals.
It doesn't matter.
No, big games. No, listen. You more than anyone talk about flat track bullies.
So are you putting him just behind Gerrard for greatness?
Oh, Gerrard's better than him.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
In terms of what, tens or just like attacking midfielders?
So here's the problem. You're arguing with me, right?
Yeah, but you're trying to poo-poo Stephen.
No.
Stevie.
No. I know Stevie G was like a genius. I know that, right? Above and beyond. I get that. He's one of England's greatest ever players. I haven't got a problem with that.
He's also won PFA Player of the Year.
Right.
Bruno hasn't done that.
I'm just talking about a player who, since he arrived in the Premier League, in his position, no one has performed better. Now that alone should put Bruno Fernandes on a pedestal above everyone else.
No,
but for you, it's not good enough.
No, because you're talking about just stats alone.
Just stats.
Like, but I'm talking about. Give me a game, Andy, where Bruno played against a top team.
I don't have that information.
But
I've got an awful memory.
I get that,
for
but we need to find that.
But I'm telling you that information exists.
Because I can give you so many Gerrard,
but I'm not
De Bruyne,
but Gerrard's not about
David
now.
Silva.
I'm not comparing them to
We
Gerrard.
have to.
No, I don't have to. Because I'm talking about the era from when he got to Man United.
Okay, yeah, he's been the best.
Who's been better for stats in 6 years?
No, his stats are better than anyone's. But my point is...
But even if you want to argue that De Bruyne is better, which is a fair argument...
It's not an argument.
No, okay. Even if you want to put your case forward for De Bruyne being better, which I agree with you, right? We shouldn't be having that argument about Bruno Fernandes because his stats alone tell you he's mind-blowing.
Okay, let me ask you a question then.
Yeah.
Because you talk about it, right?
Yeah.
If Gyökeres scores 20 goals this season, 20 next season,
I don't know where you're going with this.
right,
Yeah.
this season after,
Yeah.
but all against bottom half teams, right? No, hardly anyone against the big boys. You're going to come in and say he's one of the best in the world, the best in the Premier League numbers.
No.
That's my point. Like De Bruyne is doing it against the best of the best.
Cup final, Bruno against Man City. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, it was
also,
good.
I think he scored in the cup final as well, Bruno, for Man United, right? There you go.
Which one was that?
Well, we lost it, doesn't it? I'm just saying.
My point, exactly.
Come on, Man City, cup final, he was unbelievable. Pulled the strings.
Okay.
Hold on, yes or no?
Okay, but I get it. But also, when you
That's
take
not good enough.
when you take pens, okay.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean when he takes pens?
No, because he takes all the penalties, so
Right.
his stats are going to be higher.
Frank Lampard, mate. Everyone goes on about Frank Lampard.
I'd rather Frank than Bruno.
Right? You take away his penalties.
Who would you rather have?
You take away his penalties. I don't think he's in the 100 club, Frank
Mate,
Lampard.
But his numbers are ridiculous. That's what his numbers.
This argument's ridiculous.
No.
No one should be arguing about Bruno Fernandes. He's the top.
But so penalties. But you're happy with the pens?
The best attacking midfielder we've seen in the Premier League in the last 6 years. Phone up and tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
Okay, but you
can't. It's impossible.
No, but you're just talking numbers alone.
Oh, am I?
What does your eyes tell you?
Okay. My eyes tell me I need a new co-host.
No, what's your eyes telling you about his performances?
03717 22 33 He's the best. You can't argue. start. Good start, Jack, to a Monday. Good work. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside still to come talkSPORT Zealand correspondent Faye Carruthers will be giving us all the very latest from the England camp. Just quickly, Andre Onana has accepted a loan deal to leave Man United and join Turkish side talkSPORT until the end of the season.
It's a big one, that.
I'll drive him there myself if I have to. Carlos Alcaraz won the US Open last night, beating Yannick Sinner in a 4-set victory. Did you watch it?
No, but I heard it was incredible.
There wasn't enough live sport over the weekend.
No, I watched loads.
I watched a bit of golf. I didn't watch the tennis. I watched
Spain-Turkey last night, which was a great game.
Yeah, I picked... who scored the Moreno?
Yeah, Moreno. Watch NFL this weekend. You could have watched that.
I couldn't watch that.
There's loads of games.
Late. It was on late.
No, it starts at 6.
Sunday evening. Was there not a game on late last night?
Yeah, there would have been. It would have kept going on, but it started at 6.
Yeah.
Great.
How did my team get on?
I don't even know who your team is.
Cincinnati 50s.
Anyway.
Is that a team from Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals, okay.
A couple of things with your...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bruno, couple of things.
Yeah.
First thing, so De Bruyne, midfield player, has won it twice in the last 6 years. And
on what?
PFA Player of the Year.
You're talking about stats, mate.
Also, by the way, you're here singing and dancing about Bruno.
Yeah.
You wanted to swap him.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Joe, Cole Palmer. What did he say? Palmer. Swap him.
No, you said, would you swap? And I went, what, for a game? Or no.
You did not.
No. What's the quote? I said,
I said to you,
from going forward, I would, because he's 31 and Cole Palmer's younger.
So you swap him right now?
Not for one game.
No, from now to the end of the season, would you swap?
No. No, I wouldn't. if you said swap forever, I would.
You're such a liar.
Of course I would.
Honestly, I was like, would you swap? Yeah. I'd drive there tomorrow.
But okay, look at you. Who's better, Bruno or Odegaard?
Oh, your man's been better. I'll give you that.
No, who's a better player? Would you swap?
Well, right now?
Yeah.
Nah, mine was younger.
You're such a liar. Let's go to the phone lines 03717223344. Ollie's first up. Hello, Ollie.
Good afternoon. You okay?
I'm good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. And Benty, can I just say, the last 6 months, who's been better, Cole Palmer or Fernandes?
Well, if we want to talk about numbers, Palmer's has been better.
No, the last 6 months, what's Palmer been up to? He hasn't done much the last 6 months at Chelsea, has he?
No, hasn't. He's only got best player in the Club World Cup and won that for his team. What's Bruno done? Has he won the Club World Cup?
I'll be honest, Ollie, that wouldn't have been my my opener.
He also won best player in that tournament.
But what I will say, though, Bruno for Manchester United, thankfully we've got him. We need him. He does lead us, but he needs to play permanently in the attacking midfield, not defensively. That's one thing I will say. But his goals and his heart and his effort, you can't beat it. And thankfully we've got it in our team.
To be fair, that you can't question. He does work hard for the team.
Yeah.
What an argument to come with. What's Palmer done the last?
Yeah, I
was waiting for that.
Whoever's put him first on opening game. What do you want to say, mate? I want to talk about Palmer. I might put you at the back of the pile. Danny's up next. Hello, Danny.
Hello, is it all right?
How are you, Dan? You all right?
I'm good.
Good, man. What would you like to say?
This comparison between Gerrard and Fernandes.
No, well,
I think if you looked at it, Fernandes has played in worse teams than Gerrard ever did.
Go on then.
I think the players Gerrard alongside, everyone says he had bad teams around him. He never, not always. He had great forwards. And I think Fernandes has played in a lot worse teams.
Oh no! If I give you some of them early Gerrard teams, man, that early Gerrard.
Go on.
Oh, no, I'll find you one. Look, give me a bit of time. I'll find you an early Gerrard team.
Go on, carry on, Dan.
I think if you've done an 11 aside of Bruno's worst players, an 11 side Gerrard, I think Man U lose.
Okay, not the best line. Well, and he's an Everton fan as well.
Well, makes sense that coming against Liverpool, isn't he? Gerrard.
No, he's saying that Gerrard's in a better team.
I promise you, Gerrard's team. He had some awful teams.
You find me a run of games, not one because you might have injuries. You find me like 4 or 5 games where the same players around him. I bet a lot of decent.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
I
don't think you will, mate.
I will, mate. Some of them I played against, and I was like, what? But he single-handedly dragged them through.
No, you find that team for me.
All right.
Okay. Why don't you pick a big game?
For Gerrard?
Yeah. No. And then we'll have a look at the team. Pick a game now.
All right. Old Trafford, when he's kissed the camera.
Okay. Have a look at that team. I bet there were decent players around him. Go and find that game.
What year was that?
I don't know. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to a huge fight between Fabio Wardley. He's a massive fight, and Joseph Parker. I can't wait for that. First, it's time for no Googling. We are talking about Bruno Fernandes on his 31st birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, Bruno. We want to know which player has scored the most Premier League goals in their 30s. That's a great question. Which player in the Premier League has scored the most goals in their 30s?
Are they still in the Premier League now?
Well, I'm not giving you any clues.
Okay, I know it is. I know the top 2 are.
I don't think you do.
He's one.
Yes, one.
And the other ones you want? Oh, mate.
Yeah, okay, you got it. Top 5, please. Answers to that and more coming up. Live and Drive talks for in seconds. Stay there.
some of the numbers might have got better, but overall things are not improving under Thomas Tuchel. That's according to former England defender Martin Keough.
We are, Jim, statistically we are winning the ball back higher up the pitch, but we're not scoring more goals. And ultimately that's where you're judged on, really. Are we improving? Is it more exciting? Are we hitting the back of the net? No, we're not. That's going down.
For Troy Deeney, one of the reasons is the squad selection. He'd rather see Grealish instead of Rashford and doesn't understand Tuchel's thinking.
What is the criteria to get called up now? Can someone explain to me? We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's not his fault. Ruben's a lovely kid. But play a few games for AC Milan, bang average, and you get called up because you used to play for Chelsea once.
But Simon Jordan is bewildered at the exaggerated outcry after that victory over Andorra.
When they get into the World Cup competition and they're playing against teams that fancy beating England, they'll get a better way of playing. I'm not in the slightest bit concerned by any of this, in any more than I was concerned by it with Gareth Southgate. I expect us to qualify. I expect us to qualify at a canter. And then I'm more interested in what we do in the tournament football.
England's biggest test in this group is away in Serbia, and that game is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Mark Gahey has trained ahead of that, despite managing a groin issue. And ahead of Fabio Wardley's heavyweight title shot against Joseph Parker next month, he exclusively told White and Jordan that he understands why he's considered the underdog.
The general talk is Joe is the obvious favourite, and not that I've come in to lose at all, but I'm expected to lose because he's more proven, he's more experienced, he's been at world level before.
Parker says Wardley has undeniable knockout power. You can watch that exclusive studio interview with both fighters on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel.
Java talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein, the superstar in his PE kit. That is Darren Bent. Before the break, I asked the question, which player scored the most Premier League goals in their 30s? I mean, you got it. I wonder if you know how many. First is...
Vardy.
Yeah, how many do you reckon? In his 30s? Not in total, but just in his 30s onwards.
127.
111.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s now.
I'm righty.
Yeah?
106.
No, 93. Shearer at his third, 84. Frank Lampard, 82. Teddy Sheringham, go on, Ted, on 77. Still to come, Bent is going to be giving us his top 10 British players from the 21st century. Have you done that?
Yeah, I mean,
Producer Joe done his. I was like, I mean, some of his numbers.
Listen, before we do it,
yeah,
like I'm not going to have people like Bobby Charlton and all that.
No, that's fine.
I recognise that.
Time.
Yeah, this is my lifetime.
Yeah,
because you know people are going to be losing their minds. I didn't see a lot of Gazza.
Okay, then don't put him in. It's people you've seen.
Okay.
Because there has to be a cut-off. Otherwise,
do you know what I mean? Like,
otherwise, it's Duncan Edwards and Bobby Charlton.
I didn't see these guys.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Your cut-off is say your year. So you've got to say these are the top 10 British players from the year
that I remember watching.
Going forward,
even if I'm 5 years old, doesn't count.
I think that's fine. Okay,
thank you, Andy. You're a nice person.
But now it's time to turn our attention to England after an unconvincing 2-0 win over Andorra. Speaking after the game, Thomas Tuchel said he's still convinced his side are heading in the right direction.
I'm absolutely convinced that we are on the right way and on the right path. It's always on us to prove it. Of course, we have now 3 camps, very condensed, to show that we are on a way to create an identity and who has a good connection with whom. and that we make it more clear for the players how should our game look like, that we have clarity, and after the things are clear, intensity will come, accuracy will come, this will follow. But first of all, it's important that it's clear how we want to attack, it's clear how we want to defend. This was a very good first step.
No, it wasn't. It was horrific. Right, let's look back on that win and ahead of England's next game against Serbia with talkSPORT England correspondent Faye Carruthers, who joins us now out in Belgrade. Hello, Faye, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Andy. Hi, Benty.
How you doing, Faye? You okay?
Whereabouts are you? It looks like you're in the team hotel. Would I be miles away from the truth or bang on?
No, we're in our hotel, which is about a mile away from the stadium, but we're having to lay low a little bit today because there's some anti-government protests going on in the centre of Belgrade. So this afternoon, I'm coming to you from a hotel lobby.
Good, that's safe, nice and safe. Right, before we look back and forward as well, tell us about the mood. What's it like around the England camp at the moment, Faye?
Yes, they trained this morning. They were all in good spirits. We were concerned that Mark Gahey wasn't going to train, but actually he went out with the group. He'd come off about 75 minutes at Villa Park with a bit of a groin problem, but he trained, which is good news. Whether or not he'll start tomorrow yet, we're not quite sure, but we'll find out from Thomas Tuchel when we speak to him in a couple of hours' time at the stadium. He and Harry Kane are going to be in front of the media, so we'll get an opportunity to sit down and talk to them and find out what the plan is for the game against Serbia tomorrow night.
Faye, why do you think so far under Thomas Tuchel it's been a bit clunky? Like I wouldn't say it's been completely disastrous. I don't agree with that, but it just hasn't quite flowed yet. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think clunky is a really good word to use, actually. I don't agree with Andy's horrific. I don't think it was horrific. It was a 2-0 win in World Cup qualifying. That's 3 points. That's a step closer to us getting qualified for the World Cup out in North America. But clunky kind of, yeah, I do understand that a lot more. I think it's because there's been quite a bit of a flex with the team and new players coming in. You know, not everybody has been fit every time Thomas Tuchel has wanted to name a squad. So, you know, there is, whereas, you know, not that long ago, really, we could always name the spine of the team very much under Gareth Southgate. It doesn't feel as if we can for various different reasons anymore. And so there is still a little bit of experimentation going on. And so with that experimentation, you do get performances that aren't as slick as perhaps you would like, but that's what these autumn internationals are for. This September camp and then October and November in close succession are really going to start to gel the team a lot more together. Then they've got that break before March again, and that is the last camp before they head out to the States, hopefully.
Faye, I beg to differ. I watched the game. I thought it was horrific. I thought that qualification for the World Cup is never going to be in doubt. So I do think the performance is as important as the result. Thomas Tuchel spoke about the identity there, which I think sometimes is a word that David Brent uses. It doesn't really mean anything. But if you do want to talk identity, we sort of had one under Gareth Southgate. It was a young, free-flowing squad that weren't afraid to express themselves. I look at England now. We don't have a playmaker. Eze was meant to be the playmaker. He didn't have a good game. Jack Grealish is the only player that's got a bit of flair, that started the season really well, isn't in the squad. He's picking players that aren't good enough to play for England or aren't necessarily playing good enough for their club in the Premier League, but he obviously likes them. I think from where we were under Gareth Southgate, and you probably know I wasn't a big Southgate fan, but he did great things for England and he certainly got us going in the right direction. I thought we were going backwards under Thomas Tuchel. At times we were playing long ball, crazy gang football. It didn't look... I wasn't enthused by it at all. I just thought there was nothing in those 90 minutes that got me excited. And I thought for an England World Cup qualifier, I need to get excited. And I need to be able to get excited about where this England squad is going. I saw none of that over 90 minutes.
That's not their job at the minute, though. Their job is to qualify us for the World Cup.
Yeah, but that's never going to be in doubt. We're going to qualify.
Well, I mean, it can be in doubt, actually. It's been in doubt before. They didn't make the 1994 World Cup, if you remember.
Yeah, but we were always
so
qualifying.
Actually, it is really important that they do that. No, we haven't always qualified, Andy.
No, I didn't say we always qualify. I said we will
under
qualify.
The recent regime.
No, I didn't say we won't qualify.
You said we've not qualified that you said we're guaranteed to qualify. We're not guaranteed to qualify. I think we need to take the arrogance out of that a little bit. Yes, we have the best chance of qualifying because of the investment that the FA have put into the England squad, because of the players who play within the Premier League and all of the top leagues around Europe. We have absolutely the best chance of qualifying, but it's not a given. It never is a given, and I think we kind of need to move away from that era. It's a given. It feels like it should be a given nowadays because of the success that we've had and because of all the layers that have been built from the FA, from Gareth Southgate, from his predecessors as well. And Thomas Tuchel is now finding his feet in that role, and it is really interesting that Gareth Southgate had so many critics towards the end and everybody wanted him to go, but we are still having and experiencing the same kind of problems that we've seen before on the pitch. Very difficult to break down a 5-4-1 formation, which is what Andorra played. It was very tightly congested in the penalty box, not a lot of space. Thomas Tuchel made a point actually in my post-match interview with him that actually in training Eze had made some brilliant runs and really creative, and it just didn't come off for him in the game. That happens sometimes. If we'd have gone on and lost the game as a result of that, I think that it's fair to level criticism and use the word horrific, but we didn't. We went on and won it by 2-0. I still think if we had steamrolled a team like Andorra and it had been a walk in the park and easy, I don't necessarily see what we would have learnt from that to take into the World Cup and take into other games.
Yeah, it's a fair point you make. I didn't say that it's a gimme qualifier. I said that when we see the group, for my money, we should easily be qualifying ahead of teams like Andorra. And even though Andorra do set up a 5-4-1 or 4-5-1, however they were when they were with or without the ball, we should be beating Andorra comfortably and look better against a team like that. There are other teams in Europe. Portugal beat them 4-0 or 5-0. I can't quite remember. I just think that we just don't. There's nothing in this English team that gets me excited, makes me think we can win the World Cup. We're under Gareth. I did think that. I did think that we were going to get to the final or maybe nick it, and I just think we've gone backwards. He clearly picks his favourites and not necessarily players that are in form. The first 3 weeks of the Premier League, Jack Grealish was head and shoulders above anyone else for my money, and he wasn't in the squad. And I just worry about where the club is, where England's going to. The FA have given him a very short contract to win the World Cup, which is all very good if he wins it, but if he doesn't, and he leaves the England squad, I think he'll leave it in pieces. He's certainly not building for the future, and that's what worries me. But listen, we shall see. We shall wait and see. I know Bentley wants to ask you something.
No, my question was about Elliot Anderson, who played really well. I just wondered if he'd feature maybe potentially tomorrow, because he was probably the one who surprised a lot of people, got his opportunity. He started off really well for Forest, and it was nice to see him get his opportunity in the first game. Do you think he'll feature tomorrow?
Yeah, I think he's definitely got a chance. I asked Thomas Tuchel that at the end of the game, and he said he's in the mix, without a doubt. Obviously, the experience of a hostile environment that they're going to face tomorrow night maybe counts slightly against him, and a more experienced head might be better in that situation. But 100%, I thought he was fantastic. It gave licence for Declan Rice to play more forward and get into great positions. Scored the goal. Obviously, Elliot Anderson himself could have scored in a move towards the end of the game. So yeah, I think he looked assured, bearing in mind that was his debut, and he was playing and won the European Championship with the under-21s just a few months ago. He looked so assured. He didn't look like it was his England debut, even though he told me that he was quite nervous. He didn't seem nervous at all from his first touch and everything. And Thomas Tuchel was on his feet applauding him on a number of occasions. So I'd like to see him again against tougher opposition. But we'll find out from Thomas Tuchel tonight whether or not he has that chance and if he's impressed again in training.
Stay indoors. It's safer there. Thanks for coming on, Faye.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
See you soon. There you go. Good work as always from talkSPORT's England correspondent Faye Carruthers. We'll talk England from 5 o'clock because I saw no positives from that performance.
Yeah, he did. Elliot Anderson.
It was the only one.
He was very good. I thought Noni Madueke was good again. Mate, he was positive.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you positive. Yeah.
Thank you.
2 positives. But the problem with that is we're in a position which is very unusual. Saka being injured, and if he's injured, Cole Palmer's probably going to go on the right. So he's third on that list. But he did play well, I'll take nothing away. They're the 2 standout moments.
It's amazing, though. When Gareth was in charge, we all slaughtered him. Now Thomas will be slaughtering him.
Yeah, but
England manager can never win. Unless they win something.
Everything you say is right. But what I will say is, as we moved on with Gareth's team, our expectations went
changed. Yeah, went through the roof
because we were getting better and better. I just think this team now. Look at this England team now. Just where we were before, Gareth. I thought it was appalling. I really thought it was appalling.
I like this England team. Thomas Tuchel.
What was you use?
Clunky. Great word, that, isn't it?
I've got a word, but I can't use it at 4:40 in the afternoon.
But Faye's got a word as well. For
All right.
You can't use it as well.
Right. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to I've got 2 words. We'll be back after this. This is Drive and Talk Sport. Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside still to come. Bent is going to give us the latest from his EFL corner. We'll talk about England from 5. You can tell us what you made of England against a team ranked 52 in the world. 03717223344. Just quickly, Max Verstappen had a dominant performance in Monza yesterday.
Yeah,
he won the Italian Grand Prix by 19 seconds. You watched the whole race?
Yeah, he's brilliant. 19 seconds is a long time in F1. Yeah. Monza, tough route as well.
You just repeat the words I've said.
No, but it's great. What do you want to say?
Come second.
I want to say it was Russell.
Well, just tell me who was.
I can't quite remember.
Don't put your ears in now. No help from the gallery.
No, don't. I didn't watch it.
Do you actually like F1?
Do you know what? I'm not a big fan of it, but if it's on the TV, I will watch it. If there's no other sport on, I will watch it, but...
No other. Tiddlywinks put that on.
No, listen, I respect it. I'll tell you that.
All right. You ever been to a race?
No, it's not for me, that.
Okay, I've been.
Any good?
The paddock stuff was great, but then you just sit in the grandstand, and that's it for like 3.5 minutes. That's it. You don't see anything. But yeah, has its place. Time now for this.
Natural Born Workers on talkSPORT with the Fiat Professional Doblo. Find out more at fiatprofessional.com/UK.
It's time now for Natural Born Workers, our feature with Fiat. Bentley will choose a footballer from the weekend who was an unsung hero. Bentley, who you gone for?
Yes, I've gone for Elliot Anderson. I thought he was absolutely outstanding in the game. I thought he looked really, really comfortable at that level. His passing range was good. He wasn't scared to try things as well. And I'm a big fan of his. The way he started off as well for Forest, I think he has been. I mean, I still go back to that pass for Chris Wood's goal. Oh my goodness, the way he just didn't even look. But he's always had a lot of ability. And to be fair, when he got the move to Forest from Newcastle, I was a bit like, okay, we'll see.
Like, why have they let him go?
Like, almost why have they let him go? I get it, PSR rules and that, but they've obviously let him go and they have bought some good players.
He's 22, 21?
I mean, he's young. He currently right now is age 22.
Yeah.
But everything he did, he just did it with purpose. I thought he was an outstanding performer. There was a lot of, I won't say mediocre performances, but a lot of just flat. I thought it was flat performances, but he certainly wasn't one of them. And I think he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I think just remembering Lando Norris came second. Sorry.
Oh, how did you just remember that?
Remember that?
Just popped in your head, did it? Well, who told you that?
Yeah.
Joe, good work, Joe. That was Natural Born Workers. All thanks to our friends at Fiat.
Natural Born Workers on talkSPORT with the Fiat Professional Doblo. Find out more at fiatprofessional.com/UK.
Right, time now to look ahead to a huge fight between Fabio Wardley and Joseph Parker. Both fighters joined White and Jordan earlier today, and it's safe to say neither fighter is underestimating the challenge ahead.
Biggest test of my career, biggest step up in my career, biggest opponent in terms of experience and everything else you want to roll into that as well. Like I said, I'm not dipping my toe in the top end of the pool now. I'm diving in head first. But it's me that stepped up to Frank and said, look, I'm not trying to sit down. I'm trying to sit still. I'm here. I want to be in the mix. I want to be in big fights. I want to prove to people that I am very much well deserved to be in these top rankings. I am WBA interim. I'm ranked highly here. I'm ranked highly there. So I feel like, to me, I need to prove my place and prove my point. And no better way to do that than the number 2 man in the division.
A lot of people are saying I'm the favourite going to this fight. I don't see myself as a favourite. I'm treating this as my championship of the world fight. That's how you should treat every fight. I'm taking this guy very seriously, and I've been building way back in New Zealand, and now I'm in Ireland, zoning in on what I have to do to prepare for what he brings.
What happened there? That
was winning. I'm sure you can see the rest of that on YouTube. Good interview, good chat, and really nice to see two boxers have so much respect for each other and talk openly and honestly about the fight. I do see Joseph Parker as favourite.
I do.
Listen, you know, we love Fabio Wardley. I know he's a big Ipswich fan. We've spent many an afternoon with him on our show, and I think it's going to be tough for Parker, and it will be the first time that Wardley has dipped his toe into that kind of level of boxing before.
Yeah,
big test for him.
Yeah, and Parker was on a phenomenal run, wasn't he? Obviously, he's been a little bit inactive. He had was supposed to fight Dubois.
Yeah,
that quarter. Then he ended up fighting against. I can't remember his name. He wasn't even in.
He was on the beach.
Yeah, he wasn't even in shape. So no, this is a huge fight. I agree with you. I think Parker's probably the favourite. I thought that Justice Hooney fight was Wardley was tough. And if it was not for that knockout,
it wasn't lucky, but he got out of jail.
He got out of jail because he's got that power.
Yeah, it wasn't lucky because that's the name of the game of boxing.
Yeah, exactly. So he got lucky, but I don't think Parker's going to give you those.
No,
those.
I'm really
those level of
chances. I'm really impressed with Joseph Parker. The first time I saw him, I think it was in Australia or New Zealand. He was fighting for the crown, and it was late at night. And I watched it. I thought he's no good.
Well, I remember when he ran away from AJ for 12 rounds.
Yeah, no good then.
Got beat by Dillian White.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely. He got his head taken off by Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and that's it. But all of a sudden,
beat Zhang, beat Wilder. He's looked really, really good. So,
but has he beat like Zhilei Zhang? Right.
He was good.
He's just a massive unit.
Yeah.
But is he a good boxer? Probably not, right?
Who did he smash up twice? Zhang.
Yeah, Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce, yeah.
I was there for one of them. Yeah,
twice. Yeah,
smashed
him
that
up.
First fight was horrific.
Horrific. The knockout was horrible.
Yeah,
but no, I do think Parker is the favourite. I just think he's fought at a high level. You can't hide the fact he's not only is he's fought at a high level, he's still in really good shape and still hungry. But for Fabio, mate, he's got that power, and I just think when you've got that amount of power, you've always got a chance, haven't you? And your opponent always has to be a bit wary of that.
Yeah. Does the winner, be it Parker or Fabio, fight Usyk next?
Well, I'd like to see someone fight for a world title. Do you know what I mean? It feels like there's a long list of people just waiting to dip their toe into have a go.
Yeah.
I know Usyk has got all of them, but I mean...
Can I ask, when we get... This is probably too late to have this discussion now, go up to 5. When you get someone like Usyk, do you like dominance in heavyweight division? Like one man holding all 5 belts?
Yeah.
Or would you like to see him retire and then it's like, oh, he could be champion, and it's open again? What do you prefer?
I think when you're as great as Usyk and as great as Lennox Lewis, you like those guys to have all the belts because, rightly so, they're the head and shoulders above everyone in the division.
Yeah.
So if you want to fight them, you've got to take what's theirs. But then if there was a period, like a little bit like the Klitschko era, where it wasn't great, it wasn't really a lot going on, I might have liked to have seen belts all over the place. You know what I mean? I would have quite liked that.
Yeah.
But I think with Usyk and how great he's been, I like the fact he's got it. But when he does retire and they all kind of relinquish,
who's the next champion?
Atoma's going to be one.
Yes, he is. You're right.
I think Dubois will be champion again.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, mate, that power.
I know, but the way he got beaten against.
Yeah, but he got beat by one of the most skilled boxers ever.
Yeah, and his dad had a party at his house.
Do you know what I mean? So I think Dubois will become champion again. I think Fabio's got a great chance
of world champion.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? There's so many belts.
Yeah,
you must be able to nick one.
Like my mate, Henry Akinwanda.
Yeah, that's your one, isn't it?
We should get him on.
Henry Akinwanda.
Henry Akinwanda. I wonder what he's doing now.
Nick one, man.
No, heavyweight champion of the world.
Exactly.
If he's out there, Henry, we'd love to get you in the studio, wouldn't we? That'd be a good chat. Henry Akinwanda, we'll get him on. When we come back, we'll be talking about that rubbish, my words, not fake or others, the rubbish that was England. Maybe you agree with her, maybe you agree with me, but either way, we'd like to hear from you next. 03717 22 33 44.
Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. Just hearing these names makes you think money and the hundreds of millions of dollars, pounds or Saudi riyals in boxing. But that's at the top. At the bottom, it isn't quite the same. Even for those on the rise, there's not an awful lot of cash in the boxing world. And if you're just starting out, well, it can be a very costly exercise indeed. But don't take my word for it. Here's the former European champion, talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver.
You're turning professional and you're boxing, let's say, York Hall on a non-televised fight. You have to sell tickets to earn any money, but you have to cover the wages of your opponent as well. So if you don't have the ability to be able to sell enough tickets, you effectively have to pay to fight.
A far cry then from Jake Paul facing Mike Tyson in 2024, when the purse was reported to be around £48 million. But the vast amounts of cash lining the top dog's pockets isn't the norm in a typical fight.
Let's say you're lucky and you get between 5 and 10 grand. You're going to get 10 grand max for that. 10% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the manager. Then we've got the tax man to pay as well. So we're cutting that money in at least half. So now you've got 5 grand for a 10-week camp. So you're talking about a guy here earning, he might be clearing 500 quid a week. How do you support a family on that? So boxers chase the dream. And, you know, there's probably 2% of them that actually make it.
So say you do make it and you start to rise up the ranks. Strikers Boxing, a training academy, says the mid-tier fighters can earn more, somewhere between £10,000 and £50,000 a fight, depending on record, profile, opponent and popularity of weight class. It's only at the top level does the real cash start flowing in, with the top-tier professionals, i.e. those going for titles, earning 6 figures a fight. Something else you'll have heard of is the terms prize fighter or journeyman. A prize fighter is, as it sounds, someone who picks up fights where they can and gets a nice big check if they win. Journeymen are the fighters who take on up-and-comers, effectively used for experience in the ring. Even if they're going up against the real prospects, a young Anthony Joshua, for example, these guys will be lucky to earn more than 10 grand. So the average boxer isn't as rich as you'd think.
Welcome back to our number 2 of your favourite show on talkSPORT. It's Drive with me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent here.
The dog napper.
That's it, the dog number. Still to come, we'll be discussing what Premier League icon Peter Crouch was up to over the weekend. Should have been a comma somewhere there. But now we're asking, do England still have faith in Thomas Tuchel?
There will be brickbats and criticisms levelled at the 3 lions. England 2, Andorra 0.
Thomas Tuchel had said to us, it's time to start showing the fans. For me, that really hasn't happened.
So there's still lots of question marks here.
He came in and he was talking about playing attractive, sexy, entertaining, exciting football. And that simply hasn't happened yet.
People are going to be looking at Tuchel saying, right, unleash this talent.
Yeah, another lacklustre performance from Thomas Tuchel's England side on Saturday. The fans starting to become impatient with Tuchel's tactics. One thing people were praising the manager for is his faith in Elliot Anderson. The Forest midfielder spoke exclusively to Faker Others, reflected on making his England debut.
Yeah, I felt really good. I enjoyed it out there. The lads helped me a lot, and we won, which was the main thing, so I'm buzzing.
He was on his feet on a number of occasions, clapping you, particularly when you'd lost the ball, got back up from the floor, on your feet, recovered it again. You were just tenacious in everything that you did. When you first stepped out onto the pitch, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, just stay calm, really. Obviously, my England debut, I was quite nervous and things, but it's just going back to the basics and doing what's got me here. So, yeah, that was just trying to control the emotions, really.
I think when everyone talks about England, we have to be honest, right? I talk about my team, Manchester United. I'm honest. I've been on here and
you ain't.
I have. I said the goalkeeper's useless, got to go. Managed United for it needs to be sacked.
Bruno should win the Ballon d'Or. But
no, I never said that. I never said that. I think with England we have to do the same. For whatever reason, part of the reason I think England gets a lot of flack and the manager gets a lot of flack, part of the reason is because they take away our Premier League and we miss our Premier League. And it's like, oh, we've got to watch this, have we? That's part of the reason. But also the main reason is when a new manager comes in, he doesn't pick the players, on the whole, that we, the football fans, think should be and deserve to be in that England.
Yeah, that's why we love football, right? And I think deserving is a bad word to use because they're all deserving of it.
No, they're not.
But they are.
No, well, they're not. You only deserve to be in an England side if you're good enough.
Yeah, they're all good enough. Come on.
No, I don't think they are.
They are. Come on.
I don't think they are. I don't think when you're talking about the best players we've got, they might be good enough to play international football and they might be good enough to play club football, but they're not good enough to be in that position when there's better players in that position around them.
And I think sometimes you have to look at what, because who are you referring to? Because the starting 11.
Okay, so for argument's sake, there are players like I mentioned Jack Grealish, right? One of the most informed players from we can only pick on form, right?
He's been great for the start of the season.
He should be. Jed Spence should be starting for England. If you're going to talk about players that deserve to be starting for England, Jed Spence should be in that England lineup, right? I don't know if he'd have had a good game or bad game, but if you're looking,
expensive who though?
Well, who's playing for? I haven't got the list in front of me. Who's playing fullback that day?
Well, Reece James. He's been playing well.
Okay.
Lewis Kelly, who was brilliant for Thomas Tuchel last time England were about. He hasn't played much though for Arsenal this season, which is a bit of a shame.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? So what Jed Spence might have to.
How long did you got in front of me? How long did he get on?
Who, Jed Spence?
Did he get on?
Jed Spence did not get on.
Okay, but there you go. Play a half.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. I didn't even have that information. Prime example. I lucked out there. Prime example. Okay. There are other players in that team. It's cruel to name names, but I will.
Yeah.
Right. Ben Mee's not good enough to play centre half for England. Okay, really good player. He just doesn't offer us anything going forward.
Ben Mee.
I'm sorry.
When you said Ben Mee, I thought what?
Not Ben Mee. Who am I thinking of? Newcastle.
Newcastle. What? Going forward?
I've got the team. Sorry, hold on.
No, you've got Ben. I don't know who Newcastle.
Who am I thinking of? Hold on, I've gone mad.
Roger. I mean Gibbs White. Henderson. I don't know who you mean.
All right, go through England's team. I haven't got it in front of me.
Right, the team. You talking about Anthony Gordon?
No.
Right, so you've got Pickford, James, Mark Gahey, Dan Burn, Lewis.
Dan Burn. Sorry.
Ben Mee.
Sorry, I don't know what I said.
You took the note down.
Probably. I don't know why that's in my. But I think he's a good player. I think he's good enough. Good player for Newcastle, right? Yeah. Not England international fullback. He shouldn't be in that.
Is he centre half?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You're right.
I said fullback.
He's a centre half.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
You're right. But he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
In my head, fullback was part of the two. Sorry, I'm going mad.
Joe, can we break early?
Sorry, I'm going mad. Centre half, right?
I get that. Okay. But who would you play ahead of him?
Hold on 1 second. Let me just go through what I'm thinking. Fullback, what was that about? Right. I just feel it's not just the players. It's cruel to pick on certain players because Eze, I think, is a good enough player to be in that team when there's maybe a few injuries. Yeah. Certainly when we're looking for creative players and we don't have the likes of Grealish in there, etc. But just had an off day. So there are some players that I think, okay, they should be in it, but they just don't perform, right? But I just think the style in which we play, it's so lacklustre. I just feel the players are too scared to go forward. The days of a player getting the ball and dribbling and going to the byline, they're well and truly gone.
I think Rashford tried to do that. He tried to do it. But my only thing is, right, England should be beating teams like Andorra 5. Now, that is a bit of English arrogance. But
it is arrogance, right? But it's not just the result.
It's the performance.
That's the problem I've got with it. It's the performance.
We have to score early in these games. These games can become increasingly hard. And what I have
and you look, the first goal was an own goal.
What I have seen from international football over the years is that it's getting a lot harder than it used to be. Ben Mee. It's getting a lot harder because there were times where we'd smash these teams, right? But now what teams are doing, and England have always struggled with this, it doesn't really matter how many creative players you get on the pitch. When a team defends really deep and doesn't really commit too many men forward, we struggle to break that down. And to be fair to Andorra, they're pretty much 2 banks of 5. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard, even if...
Don't buy that.
I'm saying,
you're playing a team at 52 in the world.
I get it, but still... If
difficult to break down.
But if they...
Have we not got players good enough to break down that team?
If they decide to not attack, it's incredibly hard. We should beat them more comfortably and the performance should be better. But if you don't move the ball quickly and you don't get your individuals to go past the fullbacks and create chances, you're struggling against these teams. But I look at Dan Burn, he's got off to a good start of the season, but you look at centre-halves that were in the squad that could play there. I mean, the only one that came on, that was a centre-half, was Ezri Konsa. Now, I'm pretty sure in Ezra's last game, he got himself sent off. So his form this season hasn't been as good as we know it can be. I'm pretty sure his last game, the game before, it was Newcastle he got sent off. He played against Palace 0-0.
Who's better?
I mean, it's an argument. I mean, I like Konsa, but Dan Burn's been brilliant for Newcastle. Like, you can't hide the fact he's been incredible. So I understand what you're saying, but I just think that players at times have got to take responsibility. Go and beat the fullback. Like Madueke, every time he got, he tried to do it.
What does that mean? Players have got to take responsibility.
If the gaffer says they'll play a certain way, if you've got a man being 1v1, if you go past him and you create chances and you score goals, even if the gaffer's not going to turn around when you come off and say, listen, I want you to play this way, why do you not do that? If you're scoring and creating, you go, all right, fair enough. But if you're not doing that and you're passing
why is the manager cutting down the squad? What's that about?
What do you mean cutting down the squad?
Well, he could have picked more players, but decided not to.
Well, he probably wants a good look at everyone.
What does that mean? Honestly, these are Brentisms. Good look at everyone. What does that mean?
He needs to look at. He
knows what they look like.
No, he wants to see Eze and a 10. How does Eze combine with Harry Kane? Madueke, Elliot Anderson, and Reece James, that triangle, how do they perform that side of the pitch? He wants to see these things. It's all well and good someone saying to you, that can happen, but he wants to look at the relationship between Reece James and Madueke.
The style of football we're playing is awful. Would you agree with that?
It's not been entertaining to watch.
No, why?
But for whatever reason, I don't know. But it just hasn't quite clicked yet. He's still trying to find that solution. But I think we don't need to overreact and panic yet.
No, I'm not panicking. I'm just being honest.
Listen, we've got to be honest.
The game was dreadful. Dreadful.
But remember, if we play this whole way, up to the World Cup and win the World Cup playing this stinking style, people will say,
of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course. But like earlier on when I was talking about Tafay, right, about qualification, it was never in doubt we're going to qualify. It is a gimme we're going to qualify.
It looks clunky, but I just think Thomas Tuchel hasn't been bought in for Andorra at home. He's been brought in when we get to a semi-final, World Cup final.
Okay.
Here's where you earn the whatever's getting paid.
But you're right, but the style is important. The performance is important at this stage, is it not? Is it irrelevant?
No, but we saw it with Gareth, and what have we got to show for it? 2 finals, and that's it. And when he was in charge, that was nowhere near good enough. People want corner for his head.
Right.
So if Thomas Tuchel plays this clunky style and they somehow get over the line and win it, you go, hold your hands up.
Yeah, no, of course I would.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he played this awful football and England somehow found a way to win it, and the FA then still... But then the FA still went, thanks for what you've done for us, Thomas. Away you go. We'll get someone else in.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
No.
I know, but it's a gamble. Because, as I said earlier on...
I don't think it's a gamble. You talk about one of the best coaches in the world. It's not a gamble.
If you play clunky football and it doesn't work, you look awful. You look terrible.
Yeah, but he's just trying to find it. But I don't think it's a gamble in terms of Thomas Tuchel. Like, he's a top coach. Like, he will figure it out.
He's a top coach.
He will figure it out.
I hope so.
I just think it's an overreaction.
It's not an overreaction. I can only react to what I've seen. And I've not seen one England game. One England game under Tuchel I've been excited. Have you?
I get that. I understand. But there was...
Mark him out of 10 so far. He's right.
Look, it's been tough, right? But we have seen so many of these performances under Gareth. We saw loads of these. Where people went...
Yeah, we did.
Do you know what I mean? So
you're saying is right.
Give him a little bit of time, man.
Okay, but I need hope. I need to look at the squad and go, I'm glad he's in it. I'm glad he's in it. How can he be in it? How can he be in it?
Me, you, Joe, Jack could all write down our England squads, right?
Yeah,
and it's going to be different.
Of course it is. But I bet you all the important players we would all include.
Yeah, like Henderson. He's in there.
Anyone leaving Jack Grealish out? No.
Yeah, I get that, but maybe he wants to see him do a little bit more consistency, then bring him back in. Maybe because he wants to see. Listen, I'm not Thomas.
Sorry, now that's a worry. You got an England manager that needs to see more of Jack Grealish before he's convinced.
No, he's probably convinced, but he's probably thinking, right, I'll let him play a little bit more and then bring him in.
Why?
Because I don't know why.
Explain the Henderson scenario.
Because great leader, and he's played well for England. He has when he's been called upon.
Oh my God!
Why are you bringing up Henderson? Talk about someone else.
Because I'm talking about players that shouldn't be anywhere near.
Captain, legend, leader.
Yeah, no,
that's why he should be in there
for Liverpool, 100%, without a doubt. Yeah. It just worries me that all of a sudden.
If that's your biggest worry.
No, it's not my biggest worry.
What's your biggest worry?
It worries me. We're seeing cracks already. Style of play, lackluster, boring, dull.
Gareth had cracks the whole way through.
Struggle against. All right. Well, that shouldn't be the yardstick. We should be better than that.
No, but my point is, give him a little bit of time, man. Gareth had like 6, 7... No,
I want to see something.
You'll see it. All right, relax. You've seen something.
I don't think I will see
You have seen it. Elliot Anderson. So you go, decent.
Okay. I'll tell you what, right? After Wednesday's show will be exactly the same conversation as this one we've just had.
Well, Serbia.
Exactly the same.
Mate, I played, and those different, but I played in Montenegro for England. We drew 2-0 up, we drew 2-2. It was the hardest place to get, like, it was so hostile. Like, I think it was Wazza got sent off.
Yeah.
We drew 2-2. It was the most hostile place. This will not be easy tomorrow. Yeah, did you? I got the first one. I got the first one, I think.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good goal.
Tap in. Ashley Young. Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, honestly, I think everyone's just getting a bit carried. I know it hasn't been great.
We're not getting carried away. We're marking what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Okay, but I've got faith he will sort it out.
Okay. Where's Ben Mee?
Does it want a fullback?
I was meant to say centre back. That's why I said fullback. But Ben Mee in my head. I've no reason why. We'll take your call, shall we? People may agree with me. They may disagree with me. Agree with Benny, etc. But that's why we're here, to take your call, so we can hear from you, the football fan and the England fan. 03717 22 33 44. England chat right after this.
It was in my. Hey,
No,
it was in
why
my.
have you done that?
It was
Why
in my
have you put that
hand.
my drink? Now, I saw you drop it on the
No,
floor. Swear on your kid's life.
That was on the floor.
Swear on your kid's life.
Well, I have.
Why have you done right? I need
No,
no,
Jed.
no, I can't. If it's on the floor and you steal my drink, I can't have it. What's the matter with you? Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. Vile man, Darren Bent. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would anyone do that?
I didn't think you saw.
Why would you do that? What's the matter with you?
I didn't think you saw.
Such a vile.
No, what is this? 4-second rule.
Oh, so what the eyes don't see. Oh, it's like that, is it? Still to come, Bentley's going to be giving us his top 10 British players
So
of
hard that. By
all
the way.
time from the 21st century. Just quickly, there's reports suggesting Kylian Mbappe has told Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich?
Bayern Munich's Michael Olise that he would love to see him at Real Madrid with him. Where's he going to play? England earned a 342-run win yesterday with the biggest margin of victory in the history of men's ODIs. They avoided a 3-0 sweep versus South Africa. But now we are taking your calls on all things England. 03717 22 Alex joins us, Villa fan. Hi, Alex. Alex? No, I don't know what's happening. Alex? No, let's go to Mark. Hopefully Mark's got a better line. Hello, Mark.
Hi, guys. You all right?
Good, Mark. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Andy, I've got a question for you.
All right.
Where does this sense of entitlement come from that England should be beating the likes of Andorra 4-5-6-0? You know, teams have
It's never entitlement. It's never entitlement. I just think we've got a much better group. It's not. Also, it's not. We should be beating them by 4 or 5. The performance should be better.
Okay, but these teams are geared up, aren't they? I mean, you know, they're a long way from where they were 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, weren't they? So, you know, they've adapted their style of play to frustrate the likes of England and the teams who are top-seeded teams, which they do really well, you know.
Can I ask you a question, Mark? Did you watch the game?
Yeah. I did watch the game.
Mark us out of 10.
Well, to be fair, I watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half.
Okay. Mark us out of 10 for the first half.
For the first half, I'd give it a good strong 7.
Why'd you turn it off?
But I didn't. I was busy.
What were you doing?
I can't remember, but it wasn't. I was busy.
My only thing about Andorra, teams like Andorra and teams like that, is that we played Andorra a number of times and not even scored a goal against us yet. And in that, we're beating them 6, 5, 4, 5. So, do you know what I mean? I just expect a bit more.
Wait, what year was the 6?
So, 2006, we beat them 5-0. 2007, we beat them 3. 2008, 2. 2009, 6. 2021, 4. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. John is an Evertonian. Hello, John.
Hiya, boys. You all right?
Good, John. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I've got 2 points and I've got one question, if you don't mind.
Of course, man.
Number one is, all I've heard is lack of creativity. I would say Jude Bellingham is number one for creativity. No Jude Bellingham, Jack Grealish. Everyone in the country is saying it and seeing it. The only person that doesn't see it is our manager, which worries me.
Yeah.
The second point, Jordan Pickford, I'm an Evertonian, by the way, I would say has been the most consistent England player for the last 5 years.
Saka?
I'm fed up. No, because he's been injured in that period. How many games has Jordan Pickford missed for England due to injury?
How many goals has Jordan Pickford scored for England?
No, but how many goals has he saved, Andy? I know you're
None.
not Jordan
He's not a goalkeeper.
Pickford's biggest fan. No, I know you're not Jordan Pickford's biggest fan, but I think the man sitting next to you will testify to how good Jordan Pickford's been for England.
I don't dispute. Don't dispute he's been a good player. He's 35 years old. Should be nowhere near this England squad.
31.
You're about Pickford, not Henderson.
Who are you talking about?
Jordan Pickford.
You're going Henderson.
Going nuts, aren't I?
What? Hey, Joe, seriously, what is going on?
What are you drinking today,
Honestly,
Andy?
what's going on?
Can I ask? This is for my sanity. Did you mention Henderson?
No.
No.
I'm going home. I don't
What's
know
going on, man?
I don't know what's going to my head at the moment.
35. And when he said that, I thought, hold on, that's not.
Hold on, sorry. Right, start again, because I've not poo-pooed Jordan Pickford.
No, but he's saying consistently.
Well, hold on, Andy.
All right.
I remember you was on the show and you was talking about Aaron Ramsdale, and this isn't so long ago.
Oh no, hold on. On Friday's show, we were going for our England team, and we both said Pickford. No, honestly, and I said,
no, I'm not on about Friday. I'm going back a few months now, and I couldn't get through now. Listen, the point about Jordan Pickford is, in the national papers and the England ratings, Jordan Pickford got a 4. Now, come on. What more could he have done as a goalkeeper?
Listen, we're big fans of Pickford. He's our number one. He's our number one.
Well, And the third point I'd like to make, if Dan Burn is playing for England, why isn't James Tarkowski playing for England?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's an argument to that. I mean, the only thing I'd say is that Newcastle are obviously at the top end, and James Tarkowski and Michael Keane have both been very, very solid for Everton. But Dan Burn, I think Dan Burn's deserved it. He's been so good for Newcastle over the last couple of years. He's been asked about left back, centre half. He's never let the team down. Scored a great goal in the cup final last year. I've got no issues. If Dan Burn again is someone that we're like, oh my goodness.
I don't want to pick on Dan Burn. All right?
I wouldn't if I was massive.
No, I don't. Because
you know I'm talking about Dan Burn, right? Newcastle centre back.
I thought you meant Dan in the office.
Yeah.
No, because I think for Newcastle it's outstanding.
Yeah.
Right? And if he plays for England, fine. But my worry is there are players, for argument's sake, right? There are players like Phil Foden, who's not been great by his own standards.
Ever for England, by the way.
Not that many players have. But I'd still, when we've got this many injuries, and Thomas Tuchel goes from a 26-man squad to a 24 for no reason.
You want him in it?
I'll put him
in.
Where
does he doesn't play, Phil?
I'll still put him in it.
Okay, where does he play?
Well, give him 45 minutes, give Jose the other 45. He wasn't that great. As they take him off, put him on.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Let's go to Luke, who's a Charlton fan. Hi, Luke. Oh, dear.
Hello, boys.
Hi, Luke.
Can you hear me?
Just about. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Good stuff. Thanks for having me on. I'm a Charlton fan, so obviously a lot of love for Benty and what he did for us.
Oh, I love that. Cheers, Luke.
I've got to totally disagree with your analysis and agree with Adrian.
Who? Hold on. I know I'm going nuts today, but who are you agreeing with? Benty or who?
Adrian.
Oh, I've got the wrong name, guys.
Did you say?
Move on.
Adrian. Do you know what my name is?
No, I only know Benty's name.
You don't know what my name is?
His name is Andy Goldstein. He drops in occasionally.
I do apologise, Andy. I do apologise. And believe it or not, I do listen most days, but I must be getting a bit senile.
I'm almost glad I can't hear you properly.
I love Luke.
I'll move on. Yeah, I can't buy this thing about, giving him time. He's a great coach. The time for working out if three people can actually play football together is on a training pitch. You're telling me if Gateshead played England tomorrow and played 5-5, and we only beat them 2-0, we'd say, well, they were very difficult to break down. It's a nonsense. He's got to. You can't tell me that you can put a player who plays in the Premier League and say, I want you to play on the left wing, that he doesn't know how to do that role.
Listen, it's not the greatest line, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, my only thing with that, and you know better than that, Andy, that I understand what Luke's saying, great call, up the addicts, but my only thing is with that is that you know full well, certainly in football nowadays, it's all about systems, isn't it? So Phil Foden, who you love, biggest fan, he can't play the same way for England as he does for City. Jack Grealish, we've seen it already. Jack
play him in a 10 role for England.
Okay, but now that's Jude's position. So where does Jude play?
Right there.
Oh, he's about, yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. It's all very well saying I'm playing these players to have a look at them. Like I know he's also not had a good start to the season, but the manager clearly doesn't pick players based on form.
Rashford.
Clearly, Trent.
Yeah.
Right, and if you are picking,
Rashford's not been great.
No, he hasn't been great. So I just think there's little moments like that where I'm like, there's no Trent, there's no Phil Foden. You've cut it from 26 to 24. Do you know what I mean? There's.
Must have a look, then.
I think someone needs to have a look at my head at the moment.
You're a serious question.
That's a worry, right?
Serious question. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll tell you what the Jordan one was, because as soon as he said Jordan, my brain doesn't listen to the rest of that sentence and it goes straight on to Henderson.
Yeah.
That's why. 2 Jordans in the team, no good. Still to come, we'll be asking for your favourite forfeits after Peter Crouch became one of the oldest mascots ever. But first, it's time for no Googling. We're going to hear Benty's top. I can't believe you put that in my drink. Fell on the floor and you put it, thinking I wouldn't see it.
No, it's 2-second rule.
Why are you smiling?
2-second rule.
You on your kid's life.
No, I didn't swear on your kid's life. 2-second rule.
He was on the floor for 1 2 seconds. Or you'll be on the floor for 2 seconds. We'll be hearing Benty's top 10 British footballers from the 21st century. Or from what year? From what year?
I've gone.
What year were you born?
I was born in 84, but I'm not gone from it.
Let's go 95. So you're 11.
95. Yeah, but then Gazza.
No, Gazza was 91. He left Spurs.
Yeah, but remember Euro 96.
Oh yeah. Go for year 2000.
2000.
This century.
Perfect.
This century. We want to know which British player has scored the most combined goals across all European competitions. Let me say that again. That's a great question. Which British player has scored the most combined goals across all European comps? Great question. Answers that and loads more coming up live on Drive on talkSPORT with Darren Bent and Adrian Goldstein.
Absolute garbage.
Some of the numbers might have got better, but overall things are not improving under Thomas Tuchel. That's according to former England defender Martin Keough.
We are, Jim, statistically we are winning the ball back higher up the pitch, but we're not scoring more goals. And ultimately that's where you're judged on, really. Are we improving? Is it more exciting? Are we hitting the back of the net? No, we're not. That's going down.
For Troy Deeney, one of the reasons is the squad selection. He'd rather see Grealish instead of Rashford and doesn't understand Tuchel's thinking.
What is the criteria to get called up now? Can someone explain to me? We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's not his fault. Ruben's a lovely kid. But play a few games for AC Milan, bang average, and you get called up because you used to play for Chelsea once.
But Simon Jordan is bewildered at the exaggerated outcry after that victory over Andorra.
When they get into the World Cup competition and they're playing against teams that fancy beating England, they'll get a better way of playing. I'm not in the slightest bit concerned by any of this, and any more than I was concerned by it with Gareth Southgate. I expect us to qualify. I expect us to qualify at a canter. And then I'm more interested in what we do in the tournament football.
England's biggest test in this group is away in Serbia, and that game is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Mark Gahey has trained ahead of that, despite managing a groin issue. And ahead of Fabio Wardley's heavyweight title shot against Joseph Parker next month, he exclusively told White and Jordan that he understands why he's considered the underdog.
The general talk is Joe is the obvious favourite, and not that I've come in to lose at all, but I'm expected to lose because he's more proven, he's more experienced, he's been at world level before.
Parker says Wardley has undeniable knockout power. You can watch that exclusive studio interview with both fighters on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel.
talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Before the break, I asked a bit of a no Googling question. Good question as well. Which British player has scored the most combined goals across all European competitions? Any idea?
I mean, off the top of my head, I'm just going to go Kane.
Yeah, it's Harry Kane, yeah. 58. Champions League, Europa League, Conference.
I mean, the guy's
hold on, how late is this? This is what it says. Champions League, Europa League, Conference, etc. How's that an answer? Oh, yeah, etc. Yeah. Stephen Gerrard's second on that list, 41, 17 behind. Wazza, Shearer, Lamps. Lamps is probably in every single goal scoring chart.
It's a joke.
He will never ever see. What do you get? 178?
177, I think.
Is it 177?
But either way,
we'll never ever see that again.
No, ridiculous.
Still to come, we'll be bringing you the best of talkSPORT. I'm just looking at my producer Joe behind. Have we got him yet? Oh, we have got him. Oh, that's exciting. Right now, we're turning our attention to the big breaking news that Man City and the Premier League have settled a dispute. This is very interesting, relating to the league's associated party transaction rules. Joining us now to tell us more about what this means, in fact, what it's about, is the Times chief sports reporter, Martin Ziegler, joins us. Hello, Martin. How are you?
Yeah, good to be with you guys.
And likewise, thanks so much for coming on. Can you just tell us a bit more about what exactly has happened today, firstly, Martin?
Yeah, so this was basically this is the end of the year-long, more than year-long legal dispute between Manchester City and the Premier League about sponsorship rules. Manchester City wanted to have a huge new sponsorship deal with Etihad. And initially, the Premier League knocked back that and other sponsorship deals, saying they were above the market value, basically claiming that Manchester City were trying to get sort of more money from their related parties than another club would be able to get. So there has been a massive legal dispute about this. That has finally been settled. We don't know the full details of the settlement, but what it appears is that Manchester City will not challenge the rules as being illegal, but they will be allowed to have the Etihad deal.
Martin, why do you think then the Premier League decided to agree to settle instead of continuing the legal battle?
Well, I think say this legal battle, I mean, for a start, it's extremely expensive. And also, it's a sort of nuclear disaster for the Premier League if they had lost this battle and there were no rule, all the rules were declared as being anti-competitive and not legal, then actually it would sort of there would be no restrictions at all on anybody. And so you could have these situations where, if you wanted to, somebody could come and buy a club and just...
they could sponsor the car park, right, for $2 billion.
Well, exactly. Say you're some sort of oil trillionaire.
Yeah.
Elon Musk buys Blackburn Rovers and then decides he wants to sponsor them to the tune of $6 billion.
That's all stopped now. They're not pushing this, but the Premier League have allowed them to move on, or have allowed them to have the naming rights of their stadium. I don't have that deal in front of me. Was it above and beyond obscene then? Was it not fair market value, that one?
We don't. Initially, the Premier League board rejected it as being in excess of the fair market value.
Right.
So they've been trying to get this through. It now appears this is going to be allowed. I mean, I think what has happened is, do you remember a year ago when this first went to a tribunal, and they said that the quite a heavyweight legal trio said actually some of these you have to accept that there are some bespoke sponsorship arrangements. So, for example, you could perhaps argue that Etihad wants to put in more money to Manchester City because it wants Manchester City to succeed and to expand its brand and its international, the eyeballs. So, if you can make a case for that, I think previously, I think that would have been rejected by the Premier League. Now I think they are forced to look at more bespoke arguments about why a particular company is willing to pay more than others would.
Martin, do you think this ruling, even though it stops Man City going forward, they've still allowed the Etihad deal, do you think this ruling will annoy other sides that have huge backing that can't spend money, i.e. Newcastle?
No, I don't think so, because I think this will actually open the way for Newcastle to do similar ones. So say there's a Saudi company and they decide they want to spend twice as much. Say if there's a Saudi airline wants to spend twice as much as British Airways, for example, would have done, and they can make a case why it makes sense for them, then they should be able to do it as well. So somebody like Saudi Arabia would be quite pleased. People who won't be pleased are those who don't have any state-connected partners. So Liverpool, Manchester United, they'd be purely commercial, and they will probably think this is a bad move, but better than the potential disastrous outcome of not having any rules at all.
Martin, so obviously with Manchester City and this deal, what kind of financial power now are we looking at? We know they've always spent a little bit of money, not as much as some people, but still a fair bit. What does this mean then in terms of them moving forward, spending money in the windows?
Well, I mean, we don't know the exact figures, but say if the current Etihad deal was worth £40 million a year, and they wanted to more than double that to £100 million a year, then I think that wouldn't be too surprising.
Wow.
Before I let you go, this has nothing to do. This is separate from the ongoing case involving 130 alleged breaches, right? Of financial regulation.
Yes, totally separate. We are still waiting for that. I mean, I think some people think that Manchester City is very annoyed with the Premier League, and as a result of that, they've been sort of fighting them on every single front. But this should have no impact on whatever the outcome of that, the 115, 130 charges is. And whenever that comes, some people say they're now expecting it in October, but people have been saying next month for about for the last half a year. So we
watch this space, however long this space lasts. Before I go, I know I've got you here. Amanda Staley, we mentioned Newcastle. She's been linked to Spurs in some kind of fashion. Are you hearing anything about that connection?
Yeah, I just written a story today on this. So that her consortium, they made an approach to Tottenham Hotspur. That was knocked back, and they made a statement officially today to the takeover panel that they will not make an offer, and that means that they can't make an offer for 6 months now, unless they are invited to do so by the owners, the Lewis Trust. So, my understanding is they're still interested. They're going to monitor events, and they will either decide after 6 months whether to go back in again, or even should things take a complete change before that, and the Lewis family decide that they do want to entertain some offers, and then they can invite her back in again.
So she can't make another bid unless she's asked to make another bid. Is that a rule that's not really a rule?
For 6 months, that is the takeover panel, because it's unlike other clubs, because I think 13% are publicly owned shares. They have to be subject to takeover panel, the takeover code. So once she's made this offer, she can't go back in again and make another one.
Unless invited to.
Unless invited to, which is entirely possible.
Yeah, is that just a rule that doesn't make sense?
Well, there is another way you could do it. Yeah. Is if somebody else comes in and make an offer, a formal offer.
Yeah.
Then they can come back in again anyway, whether they're invited or not.
So they can phone their mate up down the road and go put an offer in for Spurs, would you?
Yeah, well, you could do that. Yeah.
These rules are great. Listen, you've been great. Thank you always for coming on. I understand I can read more about this in the Times. Is that right? Is it online now?
Yes, it is.
It's up now. I'm ready to read. Martin, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your
time.
Thank
you, Martin. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks. There you go. The Times chief sports reporter, Martin Ziegler. That rule's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you saying there? Like all of a sudden go...
I've got Darren Bent online. I'm thinking of offering to buy out Spurs. All right. Amanda, we've had an offer. You can come back in there.
Yeah, it's mad.
Ridiculous. Isn't it? So to come on Drive, we'll find out, yes we will, what Sean Dyche got up to at the weekend.
Stumbled into a restaurant.
Okay, more on that later. Jason Cundy's been speaking about Jamie O'Hara again.
He's been raised by gazelles.
Paul Hawksby explained what his favourite type of steak is.
You have a £10, he's Big Al.
Oh dear. All that and loads more coming up the last hour. Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. If you've never heard the last hour, my advice is stick around, because next up, Darren,
this issue of the best of talkSPORT in the history of Everness
is coming up right after this. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent alongside. Who's this? I know it is.
We
are changing and I can feel. Travis. Is it Travis? It's not Travis.
Who's Travis? Scott. Oh, no, it's not Travis Scott.
No, this is Keane. Roy Keane. Keane. Everybody's changing. No?
No.
You do know. You know Keane. Oh, okay, obviously don't.
Who is it? Who sings this?
Keane, I just told you.
It's not Keane.
K-E-A-N-E, Keane. Is it Keane? Everybody.
He said Oasis, him in there.
Of course he's not Oasis. So the comeback is going to be giving us his best and worst forfeits. You are. And we'll hear from you as well. First, so talking about Oasis, good line. Do you want the chance to win 25 grand in cash? What? Plus Oasis tickets to their very last show at Wembley on the 27th of September. Well, listen up, because we're giving you the chance with our biggest competition yet. 2 lucky winners, yes, 2, win a pair of tickets to see Oasis live at Wembley for the last time, but that's not all. Along with the tickets, one of you is going to walk away with a massive 25 grand. For all the details and how you can enter, listen up right now, because you could be one of those lucky people.
18 plus, UK excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win, text the word Oasis to 83338 and you're in the draw. Text costs £2 plus 1 standard network rate message. You must have the bill payer's permission. Or you can enter for free by calling 0330 880 338. All entries must be received by the 19th of September at 9 a.m. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full terms and conditions at talksport.com.
Can I say, if you've not gone to Oasis yet, and you're umming and ahhing going for that competition, it's the greatest gig you'll ever go to. It's unbelievable.
Is it, yeah?
Unbelievable.
Is it, yeah?
It really is. Time now for this, talking about unbelievable. Unbelievable. Some of the best TalkSPORT friends, we run you through some of the recent highlight moments from across TalkSPORT and our sister stations. Let's kick things off with yesterday's warm-up, where Johnny Owen was alongside Sean Dicey Dice. Here's the former Everton and Burnley gaffer describing being asked to appear on Celebs Go Dating.
Stumbled into a restaurant, and we did stumble in. We were okay, but we did stumble in. And there were all the cameras there. So I said, sorry, lads, this is the way it goes, like no joke. So the lads are buzzing off there. So the producer comes over and said, is Sean in it? I said, yeah. And he said, look, we're doing Celebrity Goes Dating. Would you mind just doing like a little walk-on piece? You know, it just adds a bit of flavour to it. And I said, yeah, sure. I said, what does it pay?
Good question. What I'd like to hear is there would have been a day where Sean Dyche didn't have that
voice.
I'd like to hear his normal voice. Does that exist anywhere? Like, has he been a football manager for that long? He's like, yeah, we asked the guys to play really well.
Yeah.
What do you think a first date with Sean Dyche is like?
Quite fun. He seems like quite a fun guy, to be fair.
Yeah, he would be good fun.
Yeah, he sounds like he's pretty good. I saw him in Soho House one time, to be fair, just rolling through on his own. I was like, Dicey.
I saw him at a Noel Gallagher gig.
Did you?
Hammered he was. If you were young, free and single, how would you have done on shows like Celebs Go Dating?
I'm more interested in what we do in tournament football. I'm more interested if
Jack.
Thomas...
It's not us again.
What is going?
I don't know, but Button's a bit...
There's a bug in the system.
I think there is, yeah. So bad that producer Joe shot out from his seat. And we talked presenter, would you like to see trying to flirt on a dating show?
O'Hara.
Yeah.
He's the one.
I watched that clip the other day, you know, and he says, I'm actually a
really famous footballer in England.
And I've got one of the biggest radio shows in Europe. That's unbelievable.
I know.
All the best parts of the show, check out TalkSPORT Daily, where today's podcast was hosted by John and Sean themselves.
Over to last week's Hawksby and Baker, where they got into a topic of names that don't exist anymore.
How many Allens are there now? And if you have
It's true.
if you have a £10, he's Big Al. Morning.
Baby comes out. I can see Alan as a baby, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Coming out big. Wow. No, thank you.
Ray, I've got to tell you, I've just filled my nappy. Oh, have you?
All right, Al.
Not many Andrews, Goldstein or Jacobs?
No, but quite a modern name, isn't it, Nigel?
Very few Darrens, Benty, I'm afraid.
What's an old school name that they need to bring back?
I like old school names like Albert, Reggie, Ronnie.
Yeah, brothers, are they?
I like the old school names.
Yeah. If you were a girl,
Yeah.
what would your parents have called
I don't
you?
know.
I mean, what is?
I've no idea, Jack. Probably.
You look like a Sally.
No one's ever said that to me before. Like a Sally?
Yes.
Why do I look like
Just
Sally?
like Sally Goldstein. You look like Sally.
Sally Goldstein.
I like that.
Okay.
What's your favourite character name of all? What is your favourite character name in all of the all of TV and film?
I mean, some of the questions rattling about in Jack's head should stay in his head and not being written down. What's your favourite character name?
Bane.
Bond.
Yes.
James Bond.
Like that. Not Darth?
No, I'm not daft at all. I'm serious.
Paul and Charlie will be back on 1 p.m. tomorrow and get all the best bits of the show and, of course, clips of the week on H&J Daily Podcast.
Let's finish with a clip from our brand new podcast, 21 minutes to go. Episode, I think, 9 is out today. Each week, Jason and I get together for a no-holds-barred, adults-only show that lasts exactly 21 minutes. Not a second more. Lots of swearing. Here's the animal-obsessed Jason Cundy discussing a man who was raised by gazelles.
Chased the herd in cars for 50 miles, during which time he kept up with them, bounding alone with half human, half animal gait. Stop shooting, there's a human there.
It's a human running 50 miles an hour.
Right, with the gazelles. He's been raised by gazelles.
Mate, if you were raised by crocodiles, you ain't got 300 teeth.
He was skinny, you could see his bones, but he had the strength of a grown man, and he had legs like, seriously, like steel coils.
He's amazing when he tells us the story about animals. Do you think there's any truth in Cundy's story? Oh, you need to hear that whole story.
No.
He actually claims that there's a young kid that was raised by gazelles and he could run 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, there's a guy that was raised by gorillas.
Yeah, but
I think his name was Tarzan.
Would you rather have the speed of a gazelle, the strength of a gorilla, or the eyes of a hawk? We don't want the eyes of a hawk.
Strength of a gorilla. Oh, give me 100 men as well.
Hold on, you say that. What? Give me 100 men as well?
No, remember there's that.
Whoa,
no,
here we go.
remember there's that whole thing. One gorilla versus 100 men.
Never thought Benny would say that.
Do you remember that? One gorilla versus 100 men.
You want 100 men, do you?
Yeah, I want you to be first. Well.
Line up outside. You want me to be first? Where are we going with this show? Would you not rather have the speed gazelle because you love 100 metres?
Nah, mate, we want power, strength.
Okay,
a gorilla can run.
Would you rather be world's fastest man or heavyweight champion of the world?
It's different though.
No.
It's not cool about being a gorilla. I don't want to be a gazelle.
No. No, you're you.
Yeah.
Do you want to be famous for being 100 metres?
Yeah, I want to be the fastest man in the world.
So you want to be...
No, but I want to be a gorilla.
That makes no sense. If you could be raised by an animal other than humans, what would you pick?
You gorillas, man. Oh, it'd be incredible. You seen Tarzan? It looks incredible.
It's not a documentary.
It's a doc. There's a doc called Tarzan. The human Tarzan, it's called.
No. Is that about a young kid that took steroids? Did you remember that? He was like 9 and he's got a six-pack.
Yeah, no, but I'd like to in the jungle. Be
You
cool.
don't need to dump that, by the way. That's his dad admitted it years later. What? You can find 21 minutes to go wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you download it. It's a brilliant episode.
I've never heard you talk about a podcast. Other people's podcasts, you just...
No, this one's brilliant. There's another story and something happened to me and it's awful. Oh, I'll tell you about it in a break. 21 minutes ago, go download it now. Or you can download the talkSPORT Daily Podcast. Don't bother with that. Just download it. Make sure you've got the talkSPORT app where you can swipe between talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2, all of our other sister stations, so you never miss a moment. Don't bother with that either. Just download 21 minutes to go, all right? 21 minutes to go. Put it in your 21 minutes to go. Do that. When we come back, we'll be asking for your best or worst forfeits you've either had to do or make people do. Get dialing now. You could be first. 03717 223344.
Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. Just hearing these names makes you think money and the hundreds of millions of dollars, pounds or Saudi riyals in boxing. But that's at the top. At the bottom, it isn't quite the same. Even for those on the rise, there's not an awful lot of cash in the boxing world. And if you're just starting out, well, it can be a very costly exercise indeed. But don't take my word for it. Here's the former European champion, talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver.
You're turning professional and you're boxing, let's say, York Hall on a non-televised fight. You have to sell tickets to earn any money, but you have to cover the wages of your opponent as well. So if you don't have the ability to be able to sell enough tickets, you effectively have to pay to fight.
A far cry then from Jake Paul facing Mike Tyson in 2024, when the purse was reported to be around £48 million. But the vast amounts of cash lining the top dog's pockets isn't the norm in a typical fight.
Let's say you're lucky and you get between 5 and 10 grand. You're going to get 10 grand max for that. 10% goes to the trainer, 25% goes to the manager. Then we've got the tax man to pay as well. So we're cutting that money in at least half. So now you've got 5 grand for a 10-week camp. So you're talking about a guy here earning, he might be clearing 500 quid a week. How do you support a family on that? So boxers...
And you start to rise up the ranks. Strikers Boxing, a training academy, says the mid-tier fighters can earn more, somewhere between £10,000 and £50,000 a fight, depending on record, profile, opponent and popularity weight class. It's only at the top level does the real cash start flowing in, with the top-tier professionals, i.e. those going for titles, earning 6 figures a fight. Something else you'll have heard of is the terms prize fighter or journeyman. A prize fighter is, as it sounds, someone who picks up fights where they can and gets a nice big check if they win. Journeymen are the fighters who take on up-and-comers, effectively used for experience in the ring. Even if they're going up against a real prospect, a young Anthony Joshua, for example, these guys will be lucky to earn more than 10 grand. So the average boxer isn't as rich as you'd think.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive of talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent's here.
Powerhouse.
Tuchel Bent is going to give us his top 10 British players of the 21st century.
So hard, man.
But now, England, Thomas Tuchel, they have another chance tomorrow evening to restore the faith amongst the fans as a game against Serbia awaits.
This one is far from a friendly.
You're being given that opportunity with England. This is where you take it.
An own goal and a Declan Rice header. England 2, Andorra 0.
It's boring. We left after 80 minutes.
Fans have a right to come here and expect to see 4 or 5 goals.
People are just switching off or they're bored. I've got no genuine belief that we have any chance in this tournament.
He's got a chance to get the shot away! Vlahovic has scored for Serbia!
Tuesday's going to be a much more significant test and a much better barometer, bellwether of exactly where England are.
The competition is on, it's World Cup season.
I've been slightly disappointed with him in terms of that fearlessness, that fluidity, that freedom. We haven't really seen it.
Playing for your country is, the biggest honour for anyone. You have to take the opportunity.
Whacks it inside the penalty area, and Jude Bellingham with a flying header. England 1, Serbia 0.
It's camp by camp until we hopefully arrive in the US.
There's a big test coming up in Serbia, and talkSPORT will be there.
I want to do that to you.
Yes, England will be looking, hope they do as well, to end the international break on a high as they take on Serbia. It's live on talkSPORT. Adrian Durham will be joined by Jim Proudfoot, former England captain Stuart Pearce. We kick off 7:45. That's Serbia against England. It's live tomorrow on talkSPORT. But now over to the feel-good story of the weekend. Peter Crouch has made a return to the footballing pitch, but not in the way you may think. The 6'7" former England striker led out Farnham Town in a full kit as a mascot after losing a fantasy football league. On Saturday at the Memorial Ground, fans were treated to the sight of Peter Crouch towering over the player he walked out with, blocking his view despite trying to fit in the mascot mould. And yes, he did bring out the famous robot celebration. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see all that now. It does look very bizarre. I didn't know mascots had numbers on their back.
Yeah, sometimes. Some
Did they?
Yeah, it's great from Crouch. I mean, that's Crouch doing it.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's cool, man.
We're watching it now on YouTube.
All round good guy, isn't he? I mean, look how tall he is. Gee whiz.
What? With all the other mascots.
The mascot next to him's legs are bigger than his are.
That's very funny. But we want to know what is the best or worst forfeit. Can I have one, Joe? Can I have one just for now? That you've ever had to do? 03717222334. When you were a footballer and you had like initiations, forfeits type of thing, did you have them at yours? Were there any players that came through, or even you as a young kid?
The only kind of forfeits I can remember that had to happen was basically at Derby on a Friday we do old v young, right? And whoever won, that team would vote for the worst player on the young or the old team. But you'd then the following Friday, whoever's the worst player had to wear an outfit that the other team bought, and that could be anything. And that could be anything, man. Anything.
And can you tell us what some were?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can kind of guess the kind of...
No, Mankini?
And Summers. There you go, there's a couple of outfits in that.
She was playing for you?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But there was one where I can remember, his name was Kechianya. He got voted the worst player, and some of the outfits before him had been horrific.
Yeah.
Like, horrific, right? And he was quite big on religion. So, he said, listen, I'll pay a fight or whatever, but I'm not wearing the outfit. And he refused to wear it. And then, to be fair to him, it got a little bit between the rest of the squad and him, a little bit prickly.
Yeah.
But to be fair, once he kind of come in the dressing room and said, after a good couple of weeks, by the way, like, he came and said, listen, guys, I understand why a few of you are maybe not as you were with me once before, because I didn't do that, but this is why, and he explained his reasons why, and he goes, listen, I'm prepared to get involved and all that. And because I think what had annoyed some people is that he had been involved in the process in terms of buying or helping pick. But when it was him, he didn't do it. But honestly, that it was a nervous wait, man. And it got to the point though at Derby where at times they weren't even picking the worst player.
That's what I was going to ask.
It switched so the first couple were like your worst player, and then if you feel like you haven't been the worst player and then you got targeted, you're annoyed, man, because you're like, I know they're going to go for me. So then when you win, it's your turn. You're like, I don't care if he was the worst player. Yeah. He's getting it. Do you know what I mean? So it turned
revenge.
But it was horrific because you'd have to wear it all day. Training in it.
Serious?
In a canteen. It was horrible.
Was it before camera phones?
No, mate. I was at Derby like 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
There must be pictures of these circulating.
Oh, there would be, yeah. But was there a rule that you couldn't take pictures? But either way, yeah. Honestly, horrific.
You never get near that? You never on the losing side? You must have.
Yeah, once, but I can't remember what the outfit was.
It wasn't.
But it weren't, do you know what, it weren't as bad as others.
All right, okay.
Others, but
You remember any more? Underwear, mainly?
Yeah, it would have been underwear. It would have been like maybe suspenders, maybe potentially.
But that's underwear.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like,
so just women's clothes.
If people had walked past, they'd have gone, "What the hell's he wearing?"
Yeah, of course. But you're not going out, are you?
No, but imagine that.
You're in the training ground.
Yeah, in your training, but just in your slips, just slips and boots. Nah, boss.
Can you not think of any other outfits?
No, but mate, they were horrific. I can't remember all of them, but you can use your imagination.
Well, no, I can't. If it's just underwear.
Okay, mainly underwear. You're wearing barely nothing.
Right, just underwear.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And sometimes that didn't even fit. There you go.
Gareth is a Liverpool fan. He's got one for us. Hello, Gareth.
Hello. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm good, man. How are you today?
Good. First time caller. Love the show.
Thanks, man.
How's it going, Benji?
I'm good, man. You all right?
Good. I got a great one. It's one I actually want to ask you guys about as well. So when I was younger, a student, I worked for a manager, and he was a big, massive Manchester United fan. And I'm obviously a Liverpool fan. So we took a bet that there was a bet on that. I can't remember it was 20 years ago. I don't remember exactly what the bet was, but I think Liverpool bested Man United.
Yeah.
And you had to wear my Liverpool kit for a photo and make it a Facebook profile picture.
What, wearing that kit?
Wearing a Liverpool kit. For a week, you had to keep it as a Facebook profile picture.
Okay. And was that you?
It was, no, because Liverpool had won.
Oh, I see. So it's someone else.
I think it was my manager back in the day.
That could have been. Go on.
It could have been me wearing a United one, yes.
Yeah, that could. Thanks, guys. That could have been a lot worse.
Do you know what? There's been some. When you talk about forfeits, like I remember when I first signed for Sunderland. Like in terms of forfeits, this one, it's not that bad, but it was like, oh my goodness, like so. I don't know if I told you this. So we went to when I signed for Newcastle for Sunderland. We went out in Newcastle.
In Dread?
No, I went to a restaurant called. I can't remember what it's called, but it was an incredible Japanese restaurant in Newcastle, and most of the team were there. And you put all your cards into the hat.
So this is to pay for it?
To pay for it, right. Now, I'm telling you now, like...
How much, roughly, how much?
Well, you got to think footballers are... Obviously, a lot of them wealthy boys, right?
Yeah.
But they take the mick. So...
Like, in what way?
Like, if you lose, mate, they're going all like... They're not going, leave it. They're all going in.
Okay, so what did you have to pay for? The bill?
The bill.
How many people?
15.
Okay, so we're talking roughly what? A couple of grand?
Couple of grand, right? But, do you know what I mean? It's not great. And I think what hurts the most is that you are paying for meals, and at the end, people order an extra because they don't even want it because you've lost.
Once their card's out.
Yes, taking a mick, right?
Okay.
So I remember it was last card in has to pay, right? So they put all the cards in. My card comes out first, right? Like a good friend of mine, Fraser Campbell.
Yeah.
He jumps up celebrating, and I'm talking about jumps up celebrating because he thinks it's first card out. So he's like, yes, about me, right? They're like, no, it's not me. His comes out last. And when I say it comes out last, so the bill was
amazing.
The bill was probably about $2.5 grand anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people like Kieran Richardson ordering like the most expensive steak for their dog. At the end, people ordering bottles of wine and taking it with them.
That's so good.
Horrific. Most expensive steak for his dog.
That's so good. So good. I do one with Cundy. This is online. I'm sure you know about this. But we had a bet at the beginning of the season when Brendan Rodgers was in charge of Liverpool.
Yeah.
And we had a bet with a caller that Liverpool wouldn't win the league. And we said that if Liverpool... I think Liverpool wouldn't get top four.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever they finished in the league, we would have that number gradient haircut.
Yeah.
And so they finished second. And so we both, on air, had a number 2 haircut.
Oh, you've a number 2.
Now, for Cundy, I mean, it was like shaving 3 hairs. It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But Joanne Beckham, David's sister, who was my hairdresser at the time, she came in and did it for us live on Sports Bar. And so that footage exists of me having my head shaved whilst Brendan Rodgers was on the phone talking to us.
Do you know what? I think we should have that bet.
What?
About me and Arsenal Man United. About shaving Barnett's.
No way.
Why not?
No way. I've got my own hair product
do
coming out.
you believe in your team?
No. Of course I don't.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not gambling my hair on anything.
No, but the sides.
So they're looking worse. What, a mohawk?
No, but you have the sides nicely fresh faded, and then you have that on top.
I told you my face used to be, my nose is too big for short hair. That's why I need to look like a microphone. Doesn't work.
No, I think you'd be right.
I'm happy to have a forfeited bet.
But I want hair involved.
But not Arsenal v Man United. No, you're miles better.
No, but you said we're rubbish. You said
what?
You said we're rubbish.
Yeah, in terms of winning the league. I'll take first. Whoever wins it, you take Arsenal.
No, you're Man United. That's your team. That's your flesh and blood.
No, but the bet I had was about Liverpool. So why don't we have a bet about Arsenal?
No, I ain't doing that.
You want shave
listen,
your head?
I shave the side of my hair all the time.
No.
0.5. It's not the minute, because look at me.
A
Jesus,
bick.
look at my face.
Look, bick.
They ain't bicking nothing.
Arsenal win it, I'll bick mine.
If Arsenal win the league, you're going to bick your hair off. All of it.
If Arsenal don't, you bick yours.
Do you know what? I think that might be worth a gamble, that. Yeah, but I know what you like. 'Cause if you lose, you ain't bicking that hair.
Okay, before we...
Would you bick it?
Do you want the bet?
No, would you bick your hair, though?
If I had a bet, I would lose. I would bick it.
You said 15 seconds ago.
If I had the bet, I'm asking you if you want it first.
No, but, sorry, 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
You said...
If we agreed on the bet.
You've got hair paste coming out. You can't do it if you're bald.
Yeah, it's May.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Do you want the bet?
No, I don't. I'm not bicking my hair. Never do it just Arsenal Man United.
I've never done that bet in a million years.
I know you would have.
But I just wanted you to put it out first. We'll take your calls when we come back. The worst forfeit you've ever had. Oh, this would be great fun. Get a dial in now. We'll take all your calls right after this. 03717 22 33 Drive on talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. I banged my head this morning. Really hurt.
I can tell.
Really, it's still hurting today.
tell.
Still hurting now. You banged your head earlier, right? Is it gone?
In there.
What's it mean when you bang your head and it's still hurting? Like, how many? 8 hours later. Still got headaches.
You're so concerned because you've been all over the place.
I've been all over the place, yeah. Anyway, you listen to the Sports Bar. Still to come, we'll find out who makes Bentley's top 10 British footballers of the 21st century. Just quickly, Spurs have said they unequivocally rejected two expressions of interest in buying the club after Daniel Levy stepped down from his duties last week. That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, but does that mean, I need to know, does that mean the club is going to be run the exact same way as it has been? So there's going to be no new investment and...
No, but someone else will take over from Daniel Levy.
Wow, okay.
That'd be interesting. Scotland take on Belarus in their World Cup qualifier this evening ahead of that match. Stevie Clarke explained what he's looking for from his side tonight.
Everybody defensively, the whole team defensively, everybody did their work. The two strikers ran themselves into the ground, and then late in the game when you bring other people into the pitch just to bring a little bit more energy just to see you through the 95 minutes or whatever it was. But everyone's got to be disciplined, everyone's got to do their job properly.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, that one. A reminder, of course, the boys on the Sports Bar from 10 will be taking your calls, and we'll bring you team news from that one in about 20 minutes' time. So stick around for that. In between then, we'll take more of your calls on forfeits. So 3717 22 33 This is on the back of Pete Crouch, having to be a mascot. Very funny. Mitchell's first up. Hi, Mitch.
Hiya, lads. Cracking show as always.
Thank you, man. Are you all right? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Good,
You?
man. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Off you go.
Good. Right, so my brother, he passed away in November last year. He was only 25 years old. And what I've done is I've started up a charity football club in memory of him. He suffered with something called CF, which is cystic fibrosis. So we raised money for CF Trust. Basically, what we were finding that people were pulling out of games last minute. And it was leaving us either short on numbers or not raising as much as we possibly could. So what I've done is I've actually created a forfeit list, which players now have to do if they end up pulling out.
Okay.
So we play our games on a Sunday, and the deadline is a Friday. If they pull out before the Friday deadline, then we have silly little forfeits like they have to play with their hands on their hips at all times. They have to play with a heavy backpack. They have to play while patting their head at all times.
Can I ask, does that make their performance worse?
It does, but it's for charity.
Okay, fine.
It's
all
for
right.
charity.
Okay.
We're raising money. We're all there to have a laugh. Every time the ball goes dead, they have to keep doing roly-polies until the ball comes back into play.
Wow.
Has anyone had to do these?
At the moment, we have our first player that is due to do a forfeit, which we've all voted on.
Yeah.
So the team that is directly affected from the player pulling out will vote on the forfeit. And the player, his next game that he plays at is having to do roly-polies every time the ball goes dead.
Let me say, firstly, Mitchell, I'm incredibly sorry to hear that sad news about your brother passing. Do you want to give a little mention to the website if people are listening want to donate some money? Because it's a great thing you're doing, Mitchell.
So we raise money for CF Trust. All of our socials, you can find them across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's called Team JFC. It's little purple badge. We raise money for a Just Giving link, which is plastered all over the website. We played 8 matches to date, and we've raised over £3,050 already.
Fantastic. Mitchell?
And we're not stopping there.
Good. Listen, again, you're an incredibly brave human being. Yeah. Thank you so much for phoning up, and good luck with it all, pal.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Roly-polies. No one wants to be roly-polying.
No, trust me.
Roly-polies when the ball's gone out of play. Good call. Ben is... I don't know what I'm doing here. Ben is next up. Hello, Ben.
Hello there. How you doing?
I'm good, Ben. How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm driving home. Great show as always, gents.
Thank you, man. What have you got for us? Is it you or someone else, the forfeit?
Well, it's a mixture between myself and my best friend, Mark. So for the last 5 years, he's a Liverpool fan. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yep.
For the last 5 years, we've always bet which team's going to finish higher. Last year, he got a kind of a buyout with Liverpool winning the league. And when I first lost the bet, he turned up on my birthday unannounced with a Liverpool kit that I had to wear for the entire evening, so that was fun. But this year we thought we'd take the bet to one extra level, so whoever loses has to go to the rival team's nearest tattoo parlour to the stadium and get a tattoo of the rivals, either mascot or crest, and the date as a kind of like a commemorative
Sorry,
thing.
and that's this
I was
year's bet?
feeling confident. That's this year's bet. I was feeling confident until...
You're Arsenal,
until
he's
the most
Liverpool.
recent signing. Yeah.
Where are you going to have your tattoo?
Somewhere that it's not obviously visible.
Yeah, good luck with that. Blimey, you're a braver man than I am.
Cheers.
Thanks, Ben. I wouldn't be doing that.
Why not? You believe in your team, didn't you?
No, of course I don't believe in my team. Although Dan, who works here, Dan, because I won that pool
Has
match.
he done it yet?
No, he's doing it. He's coming up in a few Fridays. And Jack, Jack,
Yeah.
apparently, because he lost the bet, I say apparently he's not done it yet, but he's going to have my face tattooed on him.
I don't believe that. No one's doing that.
That's what he said he's doing. Let's speak to, I think it's Hamad. Hamad, is that you?
Hi, Andy. How are you? You okay?
Good, man. How are you today?
I'm all right. Benty, you all right?
I'm good, man. How you doing? You okay?
I'm okay. First time caller. I've been listening to your show for ages. I absolutely love your show.
Oh, man, that's nice. Thanks, pal. What would you like to say? What's the forfeit you want to talk about?
I don't have a forfeit, but I do want to give my 2 pence on your lot's forfeit that you just mentioned before the break.
You want to do on what, sorry?
I want to give my opinion on your forfeit that you were talking about.
Oh,
before
okay.
The break
Well, the
about
head
fixing
shave.
your hair.
The head shave one.
Yeah.
All right,
But
okay.
I think instead,
Yeah,
if Liverpool win the league,
yeah.
Benty starts growing out his hair from February time, and then gets it straightened out.
Hold on,
I know he loves his curls.
Hold on. so the league's going to be won in May.
Yeah.
So you want us to start doing this in February?
Well, Benty's got short hair, hasn't he? So if he starts growing it out, then there'll be room to straighten it out.
To be fair, I'm 41 years old. My hair doesn't grow that much.
Right, go on.
But I'll grow it.
Let's hit the rest of
And
it.
then if Arsenal win the league, like you mentioned, then Andy has to get his hair permed.
I'll probably look great with a perm. That's a problem.
I'd love to see that.
I don't mind that.
But he's Man United though, so it has to be Man
No, it
United.
doesn't. It's just a bet.
No, because you're betting on another team. You have to back your team.
United are not making it our top 10, are they? So.
No.
Oh, but we've got a bet on top 8.
No one asked you.
So-
Oh, yeah, we have got the bet on top 8. Do you want to get involved in
It'd
this?
be great to see if you guys did that.
Ahmed, what about if Liverpool don't win it? Right? There's you sending a photo of you wearing an Arsenal top, kissing the badge.
Only if Benty pays for it and sends it to my address.
Well, I mean, we'll get talk.
I can definitely.
So you want a separate bet with Benny? All right? If Arsenal win the league,
I'll take it.
if Arsenal win the league, you'll have a picture of you as your Facebook and Instagram account for a year with you in an Arsenal shirt kissing the badge.
That's fine, as long as he gets my name on the back.
Okay. I mean, no one's going to see the back in a picture, but yeah. All right?
That's fine. I'll take that.
Okay. We'll speak to you in May.
Speak to you in May. Look
All right.
forward to it.
Thanks, man. I don't, there's no forfeit for you in that, right?
No, not really, no.
No forfeit for you at all, was there?
Not really. It's one of those, isn't it? You just got to...
No, what do you mean not really? There's no forfeit. We didn't agree with the
Honestly, you just trying to back every other team but your own.
Yeah, of course I'm not going to back.
quite
Hold
sad,
on,
that.
when I had the haircut with Liverpool, that wasn't my team.
I know, it's sad that you should be backing
It's
United.
sad. No, it's sad. I'm not going to back United.
Well, you should.
I have. I've backed them for £500 to get in the top 8.
And Sesko.
God damn. Still to come here in Bentley's top 10 British players from the 21st century, which basically means loads of people can go, I can't believe you didn't have Bobby Moore in there. But it's 21st century. First up, it's time for No Googling. Scotland, they're in action later tonight in the World Cup qualifier against the mighty Belarus. We want to know who is Scotland's all-time top goal scorer. I'll give you a clue. It's 2 people, not 1. The answer to that and more coming up live and Drama Talks for the last 30 minutes after.
some of the numbers might have got better, but overall things are not improving under Thomas Tuchel. That's according to former England defender Martin Keough.
We are, Jim, statistically we are winning the ball back higher up the pitch, but we're not scoring more goals. And ultimately that's where you're judged on, really. Are we improving? Is it more exciting? Are we hitting the back of the net? No, we're not. That's going down.
For Troy Deeney, one of the reasons is the squad selection. He'd rather see Grealish instead of Rashford and doesn't understand Tuchel's thinking.
What is the criteria to get called up now? Can someone explain to me? We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It's not his fault. Ruben's a lovely kid. But play a few games for AC Milan, bang average, and you get called up because you used to play for Chelsea once.
But Simon Jordan is bewildered at the exaggerated outcry after that victory over Andorra.
When they get into the World Cup competition and they're playing against teams that fancy beating England, they'll get a better way of playing. I'm not in the slightest bit concerned by any of this, in any more than I was concerned by it with Gareth Southgate. I expect us to qualify. I expect us to qualify at a canter. And then I'm more interested in what we do in the tournament football.
England's biggest test in this group is away in Serbia, and that game is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Mark Gahey has trained ahead of that, despite managing a groin issue. And ahead of Fabio Wardley's heavyweight title shot against Joseph Parker next month, he exclusively told White and Jordan that he understands why he's considered the underdog.
The general talk is Joe is the obvious favourite, and not that I've come in to lose at all, but I'm expected to lose because he's more proven, he's more experienced, he's been at world level before.
Parker says Wardley has undeniable knockout power. You can watch that exclusive studio interview with both fighters on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel.
Strava talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent alongside. Before the break, ask a question. Scotland, they're in action later tonight against Belarus. Who's Scotland's all-time highest top goal scorers?
Well, off the top of my head, I'm going to go King Kenny.
He's one.
Dennis?
Ali McCoy. No. Dennis Law is the other one.
Yeah. Joe, I'm seriously thinking about renting a bike.
Yeah?
For the next couple of days, man, because it is tube.
Can you rent a bike for a week?
You must have to rent a bike for a week.
Who's going to rent out a bike for a week? Not when you've got all the bikes around London.
Yeah, but there's none about. That's the problem.
No, I know, but you can't rent a bike out for a week.
Rent a bike.
What you want to do is borrow one from someone that's in London.
No, but I need to go back where I come from.
Yeah, why don't you bring your bike on the train?
Yeah, I might
Too much
do
of a pain, isn't it?
I might do that. You know, Brompton. That's what I need, a Brompton.
Was that little...
You know, you fold it up and then carry it in your hand.
You don't want one of them, mate.
Yeah, they're cool.
Are they?
Can you get electric ones of those, Joe?
No, they're for nerds. Yeah. You need a satchel for one of them, don't you?
No, you just hold it in your hand.
Specky glasses.
Yeah, Brompton's the one, you know.
No. You don't want one of them.
No, I'm about to Brompton it up.
You don't...
I think I'm going to the shop and buy a Brompton.
They're, mate, they're a lot of money. They're about £1,000, aren't they?
Yeah, but things are you fold it. But that is what I'm talking about. Personal. Perfect. Unfold it. Carry it in my hand. Right to work.
Yeah, but after the week, what will you do? Just sit in a basement with all your 40 tellies that your kids
I'll keep it. Keep it. Bring it out next summer. Next week.
Do you know what? There'll probably be so many more strikes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Brompton, yeah, I might do that.
Imagine if there's someone from Brompton listening that wanted to give you one for free.
See, I wasn't actually getting at that, but I'll just...
No, I'm not getting at that. I'm just saying. They wanted to meet you at the One London Bridge where News Building is.
Preferably electric. Preferably electric.
Preferably. What colour would you want one?
Obviously green, black, probably something.
Yeah, I mean, you're not fussy, right? As long as it folds up, you've got it ready for tomorrow. A reminder, Natalie Sawyer is joined by the Mirrors, Derek Lewis, former Liverpool midfielder of the Magnet, Danny Murphy, as they bring you kick-off from 7 o'clock tonight. But now, We noticed a big discussion rumbling on social media over the weekend about who would be the best British players in the 21st century.
Oh, no.
Despite thousands of people giving their opinion, we've only gone and secured Mr. Premier League 100 club himself, Darren Bent, to give us his top 10 British players.
It's so hard. And by the way, I did my 10, but I'm looking at the list again and I'm going...
Right, this is this century.
Yeah, I know, get it, but even that, it's so hard.
Have you got Scholes in there?
Yes.
Have you got Becks in there?
Yes.
Good boy.
I don't know if I'm putting Becks in there.
You just said yes.
No, yeah.
You've done it in order?
I have, but it's so hard. Like...
Okay, if Jack had anything about him, he'd get off his computer doing his own personal work, and he would find Gabby Avon saying 10th, because we've got number 1, we've got that up to 5, but we've got Gabby saying 10th. If he was any good, he would have found that and got off his own personal computer and found 10th, and he would play it now. No, he hasn't found it. Go on then, what you got 10th?
10th, I've gone Jude Bellingham.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Jude's been brilliant. I think he stepped up when we needed him to step up. A lot of people have tried to throw a lot of criticism at his way, but for someone so young to show such maturity, certainly when he burst onto the scene, it almost felt like he was at Birmingham, he then went to Dortmund, and the moment he stepped foot on an England pitch in terms of his debut and stuff, that role was just going to be his. He just ousted whoever was next to him.
So many great players for you to choose from. Some people, I imagine, would say, has he done enough to get in that list yet?
Well, I mean, he's helped us get to a final.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's been brilliant. He's achieved so much.
Champions League.
Yeah, he's achieved so much at such a young age.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to go with Jude, 10.
Cables drive me insane. Yeah, go on.
Number 9, I've gone for David Beckham.
Okay, Becks.
Yeah, Beckham. Yeah, captain. I know how much you love him.
Talk about Becks. Go on.
Yeah, captain. You love him. So yeah, Becks at 9.
Hold on, give me more than that. Captain, you love him.
No, yeah, but you love him, Becks.
No, give me some facts about Becks.
Great captain. Obviously scored that iconic free kick against Greece at Old Trafford. The penalty, against Argentina in the World Cup, which was good. But just always there, wasn't he? Always when you needed him, he's there.
Great player, mate.
He was a great player. Listen, I don't have him like you have him, but he's a great player.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Did you see that thing I sent you over the weekend?
Huh?
Becks. Did you see that thing I sent you, Becks?
Yeah, the passing.
You forget about how great it was.
I'll send you a Gerrard clip of them passing.
Fine, send me a Gerrard clip. I've not disputed Gerrard's unbelievable legendary status.
Okay. Number 8.
Darren's a great lad as well.
Yeah, see, I love Becks.
Yeah, but what do you say about me, Becks? Great lad.
I love Andy.
He loves me. Great lad, Benny. So.
Go on.
Love you too, David.
What's your now?
8th.
8th, I've gone with Frank Lampard.
Okay, above Becks.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, his goal return's incredible. Big goals.
A lot of pens.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they count. They're part of the game.
They do count. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good team he was playing.
Highest centre midfielder, scoring midfielder we've seen probably ever going to see.
Yeah, won't see that broken.
His numbers, when you look at it, I still scratch my head. I mean, he's Chelsea's all-time record goal scorer.
That's insane.
From midfield.
That's insane.
Insane. See,
who's second on that list of modern day?
For Chelsea?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. Do you know
Drogba might be up there. He got over 100.
Was he prolific, Drogba?
He got over 100 for
Yeah,
Chelsea.
but 106 or something. Not a lot. What did you get?
106.
Oh, so you got 103 or something?
104 he got. That's just Prem, but I'm talking about for Chelsea, full stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I've got Lampard at 8.
7th,
I've gone
Say
with...
properly.
7th, I've gone with Paul Scholes.
Scholesy, yeah.
Yeah, Scholes, I thought he was incredible. Scholesy. I think he's Ranger passing. The only thing is we didn't see him... It feels like...
I'm just writing names down that I think should be in it, yeah?
We didn't see him for long enough at England. He retired early, didn't he?
Yeah.
But still a great player. I'm playing against him and watching his Ranger passing and what he can do. He is top level. His Ranger passing, his vision, his 1 and 2 touch, little nicks around the corner, getting it back. He's honestly special. So I've got Scholes at 7.
Yeah.
Right, number 6, I've got Harry Kane.
At number 6?
Yeah.
I've just written down Kane. Yeah.
Harry Kane at 6. All-time record England goal scorer. I mean, what he's done, Bayern, Spurs.
He's unbelievable.
I know people don't like him, but I think he's incredible.
They're wrong.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. They are wrong. So I've gone for Harry Kane at number 6.
Okay, I think Jack's got number 5 now. Ready for this?
Number 5.
Well done, Jack boy.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah, I've got him down here. Yeah.
Ashley Cole. That guy there was the best left back, 1 and 2 in the world, probably for about a decade or so.
Yeah.
Was so good, was so reliable. What I liked about him was he did not care who he was up against. Like, he was up against the best player on their team, doesn't matter. 1v1, I can handle him. So I think he was just so consistent, always played well for England.
Can I ask, have you got Kyle Walker in there? Obviously not.
No. It's hard and there's so many.
Yeah,
players.
no, I agree with that. Yeah, but unbelievable. But the reason I asked that is Walker's England's best left back, and Walker's the best right back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole is the best left back.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
But yeah,
I can't argue with what you've done so far. Yeah.
Yes, I've gone Cole at 5.
Okay.
Number 4.
Do you know, someone's put it, how many games has Jude played in the Premier League was irrelevant. Doesn't have to play in the Premier League.
What's that got to do with it?
You have to play in the Premier League to be the best player.
Honestly, these people, Darren.
Honestly. 4, Steven Gerrard.
Okay, you've got him down here.
Yeah, Gerrard, legend.
Yeah.
You know how highly I rate him.
What's weird, I've got 3 players left, and I don't know your top 10.
But I bet you've got all of them. So
I don't think I have, mate.
Well, we'll soon see.
I don't think I have.
Well, we'll kick on.
Because one's not that high.
Gerrard is 4.
Yeah.
So he's incredible.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Ryan Giggs.
Yeah, I've got him in there.
Yeah, Giggsy, yeah. 13, what is it? 13.
I don't know your number 2. Oh, yeah, of course I do, yeah.
13 Premier League titles.
Yeah.
I mean, what a guy. Transition from left wing to centre midfield. To play at a club like Manchester United for as long as he does, that takes effort, by the way, because you're only a top player at that club, and he was there at a really successful time, which tells you how good he was. And people almost forget the early gigs.
Yeah, genius.
That was tearing people to pieces.
Yeah. And we don't see wingers like that anymore.
Not anymore.
Because now Giggs will play on the right.
Exactly.
Isn't that weird? And do you know what? If Giggs played on the right, we wouldn't see anywhere near the talent because part of his talent was dribbling.
Going down the outside. Obviously, that
isn't that weird to think that?
That famous goal against Arsenal where the defender should have defended. David Seaman just stand up.
Vieira gave it away in the middle of the park.
Did you? Burkamp missed the pen just before that.
Great save.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got Giggs.
Who brought him down? Who brought Parler down?
Who brought who down?
Parler down for the penalty.
Blanc? I don't know, who was it?
No.
Who was it?
Phil Neville.
Oh, it was Phil Neville. Yeah, you're right, yeah. All right, yeah, Giggs at 3.
Okay.
Number 2.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, Wazza.
Yeah, Wazza at 2. What a player. Range of passing. Watching from a very young age, kind of progress up, just turn into an all-round absolute machine. Nothing he couldn't do. He was quick, he was powerful. Range of passer, could see a pass, could create, could score goals.
Would Wazza be not better, but would we think more highly of him, if that's possible, if he would have only ever played a number 9 throughout his entire career?
No, I think we appreciate him more now, yeah, because of what he done. I mean, all-time Man United's all-time record goal scorer.
Yeah. If Wazza was Wazza now, where's he play in England?
He would play right now.
Yeah.
He played a 10 role.
And so what's happened to Jude?
Number 8.
And then so what's happening to
Declan's have to move back.
All right, so that'd be your midfield 3.
Yeah, probably, yeah. It's Wazza.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah. So yeah, Wazza at 2.
And then 1 is obviously
Number 1.
Gareth Bale. 6 Champions Leagues, man. Tearing it across the continent.
No.
Tearing it for Spurs.
Do you know what's great? When he was on our show, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
He spoke so openly.
Honestly, he's one of them players where if I was a defender, I'd have nightmares. What he did to Maicon when he was at Spurs, and just when he went to Real Madrid, just completely, I think it was Bartra, when he ran off the pitch, ran to Marks and Spencer's, stopped off at Decathlon, came back and then scored.
That was Copa del Rey,
Copa del Rey final.
Yeah.
He does not get the respect he deserves. Was Bale. Come on.
Do you not?
Mate, he's not even seen as a Real Madrid great. Work that one out.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is disgusting.
Yeah, Bale, 1.
Greatest ever British player. We'll go through your list in just a moment. You didn't have on it Rio or Terry.
Rio out at 10.
Okay.
And last minute I moved Jude. Put him in.
Okay.
And JT was close.
Who else do you leave off? Are there?
Shearer, Owen.
Yeah.
But I'm quite happy with my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, by the way.
You're not being interested.
Listen. They're all great players, by the way. All of them. I know a lot of them listen to the show. You're all legends.
You know what we should do tomorrow? England's top 10 greatest strikers of all time in Bent's era. Because you've got Shearer, you've got Owen, you've got Kane, you've got Wazza.
Yeah. Emil Heskey, you've got Heskey there. You've got Crouchy. No, but I'm giving you good strikers. Defoe.
Yeah, but Emil Heskey's not.
You said top 10.
I love Emil Heskey.
Yeah.
He's not in that conversation.
Yeah, but he's in the top 10.
No, he's not.
What, you can find me 10 strikers in this era.
Yeah.
That and him.
Yeah.
Go on then.
I can do that for you in
that
this
played
break.
well for England as well.
I can do it in this break.
All right.
All right? Do your 10 and I'll come back
No,
with mine.
you do yours now.
No, read it out. No, read it out again. So honestly, the attitude problem is horrific.
10, Jude Bellingham. Legend. 9 was...
Brilliant.
David Beckham.
Yeah.
8, Frank Lampard. 7, Paul Scholes. 6, Harry Kane. 5, Ashley Cole. 4, Steven Gerrard. 3, Ryan Giggs. 2, Rooney. And 1, Gareth Bale.
All right. My top 10 England players coming up right after this. I've done my list.
Sorry, I wish people would listen. So it's unbelievable, Bent. How could you have a top England loss without Charlton or Gaza? Oh my goodness, what did we say? People
British. We said British. Said about 40 times.
Honestly, but also we also said as well that my era.
Yeah.
Charlton was not my era.
I've done my top 10. It's actually top 12 English players, right? Mm-hmm. And this sounds horrible, better than Emile Heskey, because I really rate Emile Heskey. He's a lovely bloke as well. Really rate it. But when you went, he's in the top 10, I was like, no, he's not. And you said, I bet you can't think of 10 better. So I have done that, right? But producer Joe said, leave that till tomorrow because we haven't got time to fit it in. But I have done it. It's confirmed, right? You know that for a fact. So we'll do that tomorrow. Scotland, they're in World Cup qualifying action. This evening, they take on Belarus. Paul Mitchell, who's watching for talkSPORT, has got all the team news for us now. Paul, good evening to you.
Evening, Andy. It's Hungary for Scotland tonight. Belarus being played all their fixtures there. They've played 3 already. This will be their 4th over the last 12 months or so. It's the ZTE Arena. Scotland make 4 changes from the side that drew in Denmark. Out got Aaron Hickey, Grant Hanley, Ryan Christie and Lyndon Dykes. In come Max Johnston, Scott McKenna, Billy Gilmore and Ben Gannon-Doak. So Scotland will have Angus Gunn in goal. Be a back 4 of Johnston, Suter, McKenna and Robertson. Gilmore will anchor the midfield with McGinn and Ferguson at either side. Scott McTominay being encouraged to get forward. Ben Gannon-Doak will hopefully supply Shea Adams up front. For Belarus, well, just 3 of the 11 who started against Greece get to start again tonight. They lost by 5-1 on that occasion, while Scotland drew 0-0 in Denmark. Scotland will hopefully make the running in such a small group. It's a must-win game for Scotland tonight.
It is indeed. Reminder, the Sports Bar will be taking calls on the back of that from 10. Right, time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Yeah, time now for today's Paddy's Performers in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football action and nominating the players we think made a difference and were Paddy's Performers. I've gone for, you'll be pleased with my pick. I've gone for Mikel Moreno.
He was brilliant.
I think he's played a handful of times for Spain, about 30 times, 32, something like that, I can't remember. His third goal was about 20 yards out.
Yeah.
Right into
What a finish.
Unbelievable.
He played really well.
Yeah, well, I think here's what I was thinking when Joe texted this.
Yeah.
I think if you score a hat-trick in any game, certainly international, you have to be a Paddy's performer, right? You've got to be above me on. To do it for Spain with so many other great players.
In Turkey, by the way.
That takes something special.
What a game. They absolutely battered Turkey from start to finish. Or Turkey.
Why are they changing that?
Honestly, the commentator, Turkey, or something like he kept saying. But, yeah, he was brilliant. His last goal you just spoke about there, he was fantastic.
Yeah, so I picked him, Mikel Moreno. You've gone for?
I've got Elliot Anderson.
Yeah, shining light.
Yeah, he was good again. Hopefully he gets more opportunities to build on that. He might be certainly an answer to that holding midfield role, him, Adam Wharton. Looking forward to seeing that. So I spoke about Elliot Anderson earlier. I thought he was outstanding and long may that continue.
I've got odds in front of me. I don't know if these are correct because it says the score for Arsenal against Forest is 9-4. I think that means Arsenal to win. I don't think Moreno will be 9-4 to score a goal, but Arsenal to win that game, I think, is 9-4. Anderson, you mentioned England to score or assist against Serbia is 2-1. There you go. That's Paddy Power's Performers for today. Catch up with the latest odds at paddypower.com. 18 plus only. begambleaware.org.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
What do I know? That is his odds to score any. Time now for the end of show quiz, where we've been joined in the studio by Anil. Anil, it's good to see you. How has your day been today? Yeah, we don't care. No one cares.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks everyone. No, yeah, it was good.
We don't care. No, we don't care. We've got time for the end of show quiz.
I was going to say sorry to you, Andy, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, mate.
Oh, so you won't have my new hair wax when it comes out on Monday?
We can talk.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. What are we doing for the end of show quiz?
Right, big quiz.
So I noticed the extra buttons undone. Yeah. Is that for the ladies watching?
Show a bit more chest.
Just in case. It's always been done like that. Thank you very much.
Make sure the windows are closed. Both hairs will fly off.
Right, anyway, end of show quiz. So it was the Great North
He's a
run.
man's man.
It was the Great North run over the weekend.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And the organisers had to apologise to the 60,000 attendees of the race because they made a big mistake on the medal. So essentially, they had
a lot of build up to this.
Yeah, mislabelled.
And then what's the quiz?
Jeez, we don't care about that.
Basically, the quiz is about medals and trophies.
Right.
Right. Okay. So who's going first?
Lift it up, please.
Well, don't look. Come on. Who's going first?
I'll go first. My show.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely.
Who do you prefer out of two?
Right, Andy. So, which trophy is awarded to the champion of the NBA?
I bet he can go first. I don't mind.
Is it A, Bill Russell Trophy, B, Larry O'Brien Trophy, or C, NBA All-Star Trophy?
Bill Russell. Yeah.
The incorrect answer.
What is it?
It's B, Larry O'Brien.
No, it should be the Bill Russell. Who's Bill Russell?
Legend.
Legend, yeah.
Boston Celtics.
Right.
Yeah. Right, Bentley. In which sport is the Stanley Cup awarded?
Ice hockey.
It's easy.
Later. Next question, please.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
I used to play it when I was a kid.
Andy, approximately how much does the FIFA World Cup trophy weigh? 2.5 kg, 4.1 kg, or 6.1 kg?
That's quite heavy. 6.
It's correct. Good work.
I've had it in my hands.
Bentley?
Yeah, well, talk to me.
How tall is the Premier League trophy, including the crown on the top? Is it 50 centimetres? No, because you can take the top bit off. You didn't win it, did you? So I know you didn't. That's right. So is it A, 50 centimetres, B, 1 metre, or C, 91 centimetres?
Give me that 91.
Ooh, incorrect.
It's about a metre, right?
It's a metre long.
Yeah, you should know that. There's a reason for it. 100, well, Neil probably knows, 100 centimetres.
Yeah.
What's the relevance? 100 centimetres?
100 Premier League goals,
No. There were originally 100 teams in all 4 divisions.
Right then, so...
you know that?
No, I don't know that, unfortunately. What is the name of the trophy awarded to the winners of the Super Bowl in American football?
Oh, I know that.
Is it the Heisman Trophy, Walter Payton Trophy, or the Vince Lombardi Trophy?
Vince Lombardi.
It's correct. Good work.
Walter Payton Man of the Year. Like
well, who cares? Go on.
And which golf tournament awards the Claret Jug to its winner? Is it the PGA, the Open, or the Ryder Cup?
Easy, man.
It's easy.
Easy.
Say the first one?
PGA, the Open, or the Ryder Cup?
The first one. PGA. No, the Open, please. I'd like the Open.
No.
No,
I want the Open.
I'm taking the first answer.
Well, I didn't say that's my answer.
Right, Anil,
Second
you're
is
in
my
charge.
answer.
Anil.
Incorrect.
Right, last one to me.
Last one. So, in March 1966...
Whoever answered it first.
Before England hosted the World Cup, the trophy went missing after someone stole it. A dog found it. But what we want to know is what was the name of the dog?
Go on.
Is it A, Monty?
No.
B, Pickles?
There you go.
Yeah, Pickles.
C, Duke?
Pickles.
Pickles, a dog found it.
I think it's Duke.
I bet everything I earn and more. Pickles.
Pickles, please.
It's Duke. No, okay. It's Pickles. It's Pickles. Good work, Andy.
Do you know what happened to that dog? They melted him down and made another trophy.
Jack, bit more volume, please.
What kind of way to end the show is that?
I'll end it how I want to end it, all right? Not with an open neck shirt like that, frightening off the women watching. Me and Benny, good work as always, Neil. Me and Benny will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Thanks for listening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe. But, Benty, you should take us out with your little ending.
I forgot to do the thing.
Just off the top of your head.
Enjoy your evenings. Be sweet. Be kind. Same time tomorrow.